friends get another spinning and they call it revolution. Loose lips, fatter than a new tisk. Glass nigga think it's ruthless. Deuces, 2 cents.
Happy 2021, everyone. What's up? Welcome to the show. Hope you're all having a great day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back, well, welcome back. So we're here to talk about the Frauditor tournament that we have going on. Before we get going on that, let's introduce everyone who we have on panel right now. We've got Lavender Mexican. What's up? How are you?
Woohoo! Doing great. I hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve and is safe.
Taco, what's up?
Hola.
So there's some link, and also Nightbot again has a correct panel. I'm on my game again today. That's 2 live streams in a row, guys. 2 live streams in a row. Nightbot is updated. What's up, Carl? How are you?
Carl!
Hello, everyone.
How was your New Year's,
Hello,
Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That good, huh? Hi,
What's up, Gary?
Hello, everybody. Hi,
How was
Lav.
your New Year's, Gary?
So far, so good. It's still new, isn't it?
Yeah. Now I don't want to alarm everyone, but take a look at my thing here, right here, because it's kind of not to alarm anyone, but Mad Max took place in 2021. Just throwing that out.
Oh,
Just throwing that out there. So 2021 might actually tell 2020 to hold its beer, because who knows what's going to happen. What do you guys think?
Let's hope not.
Is this going to be your picture for the year?
No. Just for now. I could do it for the whole year, though, right? Just to remind everyone.
Yeah.
Then if it goes to shit, I might get blamed.
Asian,
what's up?
Asian.
Hello, happy New Year, everyone.
Hello,
How are
Asian.
you feeling?
I missed
Yeah,
all of you
doing better.
guys so much. I was so anxious, dude. I was 24-hour countdown clock here from last night, Kenny. Waiting till 5 p.m. today to get on, man. I missed all of you. Happy New Year.
New Year to you
hey,
too.
we
Year.
miss you.
Yep.
Yeah, so welcome, Richard. Welcome, Hornet, Aaron, Cheryl, Sasquatch, Noli D. Everyone, welcome in chat. If you guys want to, Noli, if you want to come on up, you're more than welcome to come on up. So,
She's
Asian,
working.
so Asian, have you been keeping track with what's been going on with Frauditor playoffs at all?
I did the last 48 hours. I've been playing back a lot of recordings. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited to say the least. Resistance.
Right, the resistance. It went. You know what? It went a lot better the way I did it this time. Yes, there were a lot less votes, but at the same time, it wasn't somebody just who got bored and decided to just sit there and click. You know what? So it's the actual tournament now.
Who says I was bored?
Exactly.
I love my soccer counts. Just kidding. I would never sabotage the tournament that way. And we'll have to keep it in integrity. So just kidding. I voted only once.
Okay. So let's go here. Lavender, who do you think are the 2 finalists? And even in chat too, who do you guys think are the 2 finalists? Remember, it was the Rogue Nation versus Omaha and Furry Potato versus the Resistance.
I think it's
Lavender,
going
who do you think
to
the 2
be.
finalists are?
I think it's going to be Omaha and Furry Potato.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Taco, what do you think?
I'm sorry. I can still say it.
You can say it.
The Resistance.
Very good.
Taco, what do you think?
I'm going to have to go with Omaha, like I predicted early on. I was the first to predict that Omaha would make it to the end. And sadly, it'll be Furry Potato over the Resistance.
All right. Carl, what do you think, sir?
Omaha blew. However, he was up against out of the water, I'm sure. And
It was Rogue Nation.
oh, please, um, and moldy potato.
Okay. Asian, what do you think?
Well, Omaha is definitely a slam dunk. He is the number one seed, in my opinion. We'll see how it ends. So I would put Omaha into the final. And you guys know what my personal preference is. But I think just purely because of volume and how much recognition Furry has, I think it's going to be Omaha and Furry. 1-2.
Okay. Peanut, welcome. How are you?
Hey,
Hey, what am
Peanut.
I,
Happy
chopped
New Year.
liver over here or something?
Oh, sorry, Gary. Gary, sorry, Gary. What do you think?
Oh, now you want to know, huh? Oh, okay. Omaha for sure. And I'm going to hang in there with the Resistance and go down in flames.
Right, I don't care whoever wins or not the winner. It's not the resistance.
There's always that one bracket.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Hey, Peanuts, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. And, I love the Resistance. So, and I hope that Shelly beat me out.
Well, we still have a week left of voting. We're going to take a look at how things are going and then a little bit later. But there's still a week left. And the last I looked, I'm not going to give it away, but you'll see.
Okay.
Happy New Year, Peanut. It's Asian.
Oh, Happy New Year, Asian. I love you. You're sweet.
Kenny, have you heard from Degeneration Nation or Degeneration, whatever?
Asian, no, why?
Well, they're going to do a simulcast for a fundraiser for Mrs. J.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Okay.
No, I didn't get contacted though, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, so we're at 0 responses, and here we are.
Kenny, you going to share it?
Yeah, hold on. I mean, I was enlarging it.
And while you do that, because I'm not in the chat right now, I just want to say hello to the cat, Nat, Randy. Hello. Didn't want anyone to think I'm ignoring anybody.
Can we get a drum roll, please? All right. It's done. It's Furry and Omaha. That is your final. It's going to be Furry and Omaha. The Resistance was trounced by Furry Potato. Absolutely trounced.
That's
Omaha
right.
doesn't win this thing. Everyone's racist.
I know, right? Omaha doesn't win. Everyone's racist. But hey, if Furry doesn't win, they're transphobic. This is an interesting one.
And you'll be prejudiced.
I'm prejudiced either way. I'm prejudiced because I got a black man against a transgender person anyway. I'm fucked anyway.
I refuse to accept him as a trans. I'll accept trans the day they can actually change DNA.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
May I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Peanut.
New Jersey Sasquatch. I'm not a crybaby, but it sure sounds like you are one. Wah, 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 wah.
I think add another option has a great chance here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. No, that's just mine. You're not gonna see that.
I know. I was just joking.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the thing so we can get it started. Well, let's go ahead and go through Lavender. Who do you think is going to win this one? He's going to be our Frauditor of the Year for 2021. What do you think, Lav?
I'm sorry, I was muted. Omaha.
Oh, okay. Taco, what do you think?
Omaha.
Carl?
Definitely Omaha.
Gary?
Omaha.
All right. Asian?
Omaha cop block.
Peanut, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with Omaha Cop Block.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I know people really dislike Omaha, but I'm gonna have to be a little different. I'm gonna have to go with Furry. I think people. I don't know. I just think people dislike Furry more, but I'm probably wrong. It probably is gonna be Omaha, and he's gonna be so pissed off.
Well, hey, can I put a female grandmother perspective on this?
Sure.
If Omaha had a little bit more maturity in him, I think I would probably think differently.
I think you're right. I think his immaturity level has a lot to do with how he behaves definitely out there during his audits. But at the same time, look at Furry. Furry's older and Furry's not nearly near. I think Furry and Omaha probably have similar age. There are similar age as far as maturity goes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to pull the funny here. If I pulled out a switch, I think that Omaha would respond more appropriately than Furry would, but
Yeah,
I love both of them. So
I don't know. Omaha might hit on you and he might like it. He might go, "Oh, damn, mommy, what's up with that?"
no. He's too
Telling
young
you.
for me. I'm not.
I understand for you, but he doesn't care. He'll still hit on you.
Yeah, I'm not.
And he has a thing for white women.
There, love.
Yeah.
What's fair is fair, though. If you give any of these auditors an additional, half a brain or two, I'm pretty sure they'll all be okay.
Hey, you know
Agreed.
what, guys? Kenny, I really wanted to ask you this question because you have me up there as a groupie, but I do have my own channel. So
Still a groupie.
Well, here's the thing, Peanut. The category that we're having, again, we have people up there that we like are in the category. It's just, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means you guys, you like auditors. You will defend them, even to the degree that they're wrong, on certain things. Not all of you, but some of you will. Some of you will. And so, but these are just people that we asked the audience who they thought the groupie was, and they said Peanut. They said all the different people, and it wasn't like something like me or Taco or Asian. We just sat here and came up with this list. Yeah, we had something to say about it, but it wasn't just us. It was everyone in chat, and it was like a group consensus. And also, it's like 5 other people. I mean, it's like.
Well, I actually feel honored. I just don't want to be beat out by Shelly.
Shelly.
Wait, so you want to win or you don't want to win? Because you've given mixed messages here.
No, I want to win because I think it's an honor, and I think it's funny. I take this in all, with good intentions, and I don't think you mean any ugliness towards me or anything.
No.
Oh no, not at all.
And I
not
think
at
it's
all.
fun. I actually think it's fun. But with me and Shelly, I think I'd like to beat Shelly if you don't mind.
All right, so here we are. There's 0 responses right now. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and take a look at how the other one is going. All right. All right, so for Frauditor Groupie, it is right now we've got Shelly is ahead with 16 votes ahead of News. Somehow, like one day, News of England shot up on this. He didn't have any, and all of a sudden now he's like number 2. So Shelly is currently winning, followed by News of England. Peanut, you've got 9. Noli's got 11, and Mike Taylor's got 3. All right. Any surprises so far in this one?
Not really.
Not really.
No? Yeah.
The only one
Yeah.
that surprises News New England, I would say.
I almost
People are
put out
hating
my
him.
coffee on that one.
People do dislike him like a lot. Let's see. What's
I
up,
think,
Hank?
I think we put him into this group because he
Hey,
was hooked up with Josh way back when.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like supporting FA and stuff.
Well, that, and then all of a sudden he started jumping on the furry bandwagon. He doesn't seem to have a mind of his own. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, he claims to be that he is a supporter, and that's what he wants to be, is a supporter, which is basically a groupie.
True. All right, so that's this one. Now, most notorious police interaction. Before we look at it, who do you think's winning this one? Anyone remember who it was? No.
No.
Omaha. Who's your?
Now let's look. Let's go to questions. So, most notorious police interaction. Here are the nominees. Who do you think's winning?
Orga. Probably Orga, followed by Hoosier.
Okay. Adrian, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Omaha Cop Block or Joe Auger as notorious. Keyword being notorious.
Yeah. Lavender, what do you think?
Not sure about shitting in your pants.
I'm gonna
being so
stick with Freeman screaming when he got tased.
All right,
Over.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary. Carl. While we're waiting for Gary.
I'm going to abstain.
All right, Hank, what do you think?
I think it's going to be between Omaha and Joe.
Okay. Gary, are you back?
Yeah, my mic kicked off there for a second.
Oh, it's okay.
Freeman. And,
Peanut, what do you think?
I'm going to abstain.
Well, let's go ahead and check it out. And here we go. It is Omaha in the lead with 22, but Freeman is just one vote off so far.
Wow.
And then we got Joe Orga, only 9.
Yay, me.
Liberty Birds only got 3, and Hoosier News only has 2. I guess they didn't get the memo about him shitting himself. I guess everyone didn't get I'll say he actually shit himself during this encounter. So yeah, is there any surprises here?
Yeah.
No.
I thought Orga's scream.
Me too. Me? I guess it's just all about memory. Like, what have you done for me lately? You know, what has Orga done for the auditing community on our side of it lately? Not much. Kind of disappeared after what Kate did to him.
True.
That's probably what it has to do with it. And Freeman is right on everyone's mind, and Omaha is just always there. So, you know what? Omaha might beat Furry. With things are looking like this, he might actually beat Furry. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. All right. So the next one is most annoying voice.
Anselmo.
So here we go. So Josh thinks Anselmo. What do you think, Hank?
What'd you say?
Most annoying voice. This is the next category. What do you think?
My ass Elmo.
Peanut, what do you think?
News New England.
Okay. Asian, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Anselmo.
Gary.
Elmo.
Carl.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the majority.
Lab, what do you think?
Anselmo.
Everyone thinks Anselmo.
Unanimous.
Let's find out. It is, you guys are right. It's Auditing America with 23 votes.
Wow.
Wow.
Voted closely by Patty. Yeah, that's
Really?
crazy.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then
Yeah.
Furry Potato with 10. News New England has 8. And Carolina Fort Worth has 5. So that's how we're looking right now. All right. So next one. Do we even need to go? Best rage one on panel. I think everyone. I don't even think we need to.
Omaha.
I think everyone's going to say Omaha, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And yep, that's what everyone thought. 51% of the
Yeah.
vote. 29 votes. And then we got a two-way tie for second with Patty and No Name, followed by a News New England. Remember when we first got this? Remember we first put this on his list. We were like, we don't want News New England to overtake everything, and it looks like it's Omaha that's overtaking everything. We're completely wrong.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck,
Best
News New
pick.
England is just gonna take it, but no, not at all.
Best panel guest is going to be NJ Diver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think everyone can agree with that one. That is right. 50%
Yeah.
of the vote,
Yeah.
followed by
Jer-
Masshole Cake,
Jersey Diver.
and then Lavender, and then Golden, and Asian. Asian has 4, and Golden has 3 votes. All right, so worst panel guest. Let's just go ahead. So Shelly, Jared 333, Beaver, and No Name. This one might
Jared.
surprise everyone.
Jared 33333.
I think it's going to be Jared 333. I'm going to vote Shelly, but I think it's Jared 333.
Hank, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Jared.
Okay, Asian,
Yeah, I'm right there. Jared.
Jerry,
Jared.
Carl,
I just say No Name because she pisses me off.
Taco,
Jared.
Lavender,
Jared.
and Vlad and Taylor thinks No Name right along with Carl. And this is gonna really shock you guys.
It is.
It's No Name. 26 votes.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
No, that's
Wow.
not.
Then
no,
followed by
no, no,
Shelly
no, no.
with 16. I know I don't agree with it either. I don't think she was the worst. I do not.
Oh,
Shelly 16.
She's very
Jared,
annoying, but not the.
12.
She's not like Jared.
I think
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
not
Go ahead,
enough
Hank.
to know who Jared is the problem.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too.
Yeah,
But
I
they
like
don't,
Jared.
if they don't go on the panels, they're not going to know who Jared is. You know, that's just the way that is.
I see what they think though. I
Yeah,
love
right.
No Name, but she drives me nuts on panels.
Right.
Hey, can you guys hold on for a second? I need to go answer my door real quick.
Seriously? In the middle of a live stream.
yeah.
He's
Right.
getting Grubhub.
No kidding.
Unprofessional.
Well, welcome to the taco show. How is everyone doing today?
Yes, Kevin will be joining us later.
Hello, Taco.
Hello, Peanut.
I like Taco. I think he is a very nice young man and very respectful. So,
Wow.
Taco,
Thank you very much.
lots of kudos. You're great.
Sorry about that, guys. Someone always coming to the door smelling like alcohol. Borrow $2. Like, no, I don't have cash.
Somebody knocked on the door to ask for $2?
Yes.
Vagrants go door to door now. Nice.
No. This is somebody downstairs.
Oh, he's
Holy cow, Batman.
Right. All right. So next is YouTube panel whore. I don't think anyone needs to look at this one either.
Joe Cool, baby.
Absolutely. With 72.7% of the vote, 40. The only person close was NC Tyrant Hunter with 6. And everyone else, Glenn Nybright has 4, Golden has 2, and No Name has 3. I bet you those are the same 3 that voted for her up here. All right. So next one is best
Kenny
panel host.
Klein.
Kenny Klein.
Yeah.
All right. So
There's gonna be
this
a
one
few
is
El Sanchos, but it's gonna be Kenny Klein.
so
Ta-da.
far it's me 26. Then Kate has 17. Holly has 7. And El Sancho and Chuck Chase Facts both have 6. So that's what it's looking like now. And worst panel host, News New England. This is the only one he ran away with. With 28.
I voted
Then
for
after that will
News
be
New England.
He walked away slowly with his walker with.
Yeah. He did. That was a good one. All right, so now we're looking at the worst audit of the year. Let's take a look at what those entail.
Oh, it's gonna be that rape Rolando Bass.
The
Or,
Worst
OD.
audit of the year we
OD.
got. What do you guys think?
Or I think it'll be the racial tirade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be racial? So Taco thinks it's a racial tirade. So does Carl. What do you think, Lab?
The same.
Carl. Oh, you said Carl. Asian, what do you think?
Auditing the USA. Glenn Serial, racial tirade. Hands down.
Peanut?
Glenn Serio, without a doubt.
Hank?
Yeah, the racial tirade by far.
If it doesn't win, yeah, that would be a shock, wouldn't it? Let's see. How is it looking? Oh, sorry. Here we
Way
go.
past it.
It is Glenn with
Oh,
a racial tirade 28.
Oh,
Furry's veterinary clinic with 17 is next. And then
Oh,
we've got
yeah.
Omaha with 7, Resistance with 6, and Rolando with 4 for his film of the ODing guy. All right, now we're going to funniest guest.
Me.
Taco.
Me.
So remember, it was Sasha Crane, Andrew, No Name, Taco, and Glitterbug. What do you guys think?
I just want to have award winning by my name.
There you go. Hank, what do you think?
I'm going to abstain from this one.
Okay. Peanut, what do you think?
I voted Sasha.
I see how it is, Peanut.
Well, no, wait a minute. Taco. You know,
I
don't
know,
put you in
I
that
know.
Same category because you're too sweet.
All right. So there's if that's for some reason Nightbot, there's some link here. Asian, did you already say or no?
How did No Name get on the category for funniest guest, yet she's voted #1 for the worst panel guest?
The funniest
That's why it
guest.
surprised me. That's why it surprised me, because there are people that do like her, but there are people that don't like her. She's kind of like, if I had to equate it to like, I like to equate things to like wrestling. I relate her to John Cena. People love to hate him. People love to hate her, sort of thing. You know?
Yeah. Well, hands down, funniest guest for me from this group is Taco Josh.
But
Ed
Asian's
Ward,
my favorite.
Funniest guest.
Well, I think
Ed
if
Ward.
we had the sweetest, it would
We have that.
be Taco and he'd win hands down.
We have the sweetest guest, and Taco was not even nominated.
Oh, well, then that's just wrong.
Well, when you see who was nominated, you'll see why. Ed Ward, it says your device is not connected, so I can't add you. All right, so let's go move on. Oh, I'm sorry. Lavender, what do you think?
I said taco.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Once again, on tough liver.
Carl, what do you think?
Well, just because you forgot me, I'm not going to answer.
Oh, girl.
All right, funniest guest. Taco Josh was 19. This is close, though. We got Taco Josh, and then Glitterbug and Andrew both have 10. Sasha Crane has 9, and No Name has 5.
I need to create some Google accounts.
You're winning. You're okay, man. You're okay. So there's still a week worth of voting, though, so you never know.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so now it's funniest chat troll.
Now, if it was Taco Josh / Epic Time Bomb, I think it would have been a whole lot more votes for you.
All right, here we go. Funniest chat troll. We got Taze, Auditors Laugh Like Hell, Epic Truth Bombs, Dick Family Values, Jimmy, and Shithead. What do you guys think? Let's start with Lavender. What do you think?
Epic Truth Bombs.
Taco, what do you think?
Epic Truth Bomb.
Carl.
Oh,
My
geez.
my best Rick Grimes. Coral.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy, okay, Asian.
Epic truth bombs.
Because I
Peanut.
love it.
It's tough.
Peanut, what do you think?
I like each and every one of them because they have their own thing that they offer, and they're all funny. But because I see shithead more often than others, I voted for shithead.
All right. Hank.
Epic Truth Bomb.
Gary.
I'm gonna go Jimmy.
I voted for Jimmy too. Let's see who won this. Well, Jimmy got because he stayed on me with that all night panel, so I was kind of like, that's the reason. He was pretty funny to read. All right. And it is Tate's Auditors Laugh Like Hell with 17 votes.
Damn.
Closely. Well,
Yeah,
Epic Truth Bomb was only one vote behind. Yeah, Tate's is great. Epic Truth Bombs is a 1 vote off, and then you've got Shithead with 8, Dick Family Values with 6, and poor Jimmy with 5. That's what
Poor old Jimmy.
No fair.
Poor old Jimmy. I agree. Jimmy should be number 1. Jimmy's awesome. All right, here we go. YouTube
Oh,
sweethearts.
you're a foreigner.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
He's a foreigner.
All right, so YouTube sweethearts, we got Golden Eyes, Murph, One Hot Gal, Jessica S, and Rosie. What do you guys think? What do you think, Laugh?
One hot gal.
Taco,
Murph.
Coral. I
Mark.
got every time I say your name, I'm gonna do that now. Murph, all right. Asian.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I agree.
Jeez. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe.
And then you die.
And then you die.
I'm gonna go with Murph.
All right.
It's tough. Yeah.
It is. Peanut, what do you think?
I voted for Sarah.
And now you also see why Taco wasn't involved in this one, because these are all much more sweet than Taco is. Taco can be kind of a dick sometimes.
It's true.
See, even he admits it. Hank, what do you think?
I'm going with One Hot Girl.
Curry.
One hot girl.
All right. Here who I voted for. I think I voted for Murph. Yeah, I did it. And it is Murph ahead with 16, followed by Golden Eyes with 15. And One Hot Guy with 10. Rosie with 5. And Jessica S with 4. And Best New Watchdog.
Lavender.
Everyone's going to say Lavender, right?
Yep.
Lavender.
All right. And it was Lavender with 24 votes. 41.
Yeah, I voted for Lavender also.
Oh, thank
Followed by
you.
El Chancho with 15. The Degenerate Watch with 14. And Chief Tuttle with 5.
Nobody voted for 10th Man? What the hell?
No one voted for 10th Man.
He's a foreigner.
He's a foreigner.
Another foreigner.
I'm going to
remember
stay
this?
neutral on that one, guys.
Remember JFK wanted to at least 1 vote on the best rage quit. He never got his 1 vote. He didn't even vote for himself.
That's messed
Oh. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, that's so messed up.
No, he was begging, like, come on, girl. He was on the last week. He was on, like, come on. I just want at least 1 vote. No one's going to vote for me. Like, still no. I thought that was pretty funny when I saw it.
Oh, so Kenny, I'm seeing that my prize is a PS5.
And no one said that.
Yes, I did. It's in chat.
I don't even have a PS5.
Does that mean
I don't even
I might get
PS4.
2 PS5s?
I don't even have a PS4. So what make you guys get a PS. You guys will get a PS Classic keychain.
OS.
All right, so next is Best Auditor, Cop Watcher. This was a runaway. I think everyone's. So let's just go ahead and look at it. Joe Cool is winning it with 23, followed by Southside Slacker, then the Batusai, Peachy Rider, and Jeff Gray. That's what
You know
best
what,
channel
Kenny?
moderator.
Kenny, you know what I was surprised by is that you didn't have Irate Productions, aka San Diego Cop Watch, because I think he's truly the best.
Well, nobody said. Like I said, this is just a list of people we thought were pretty good, and the people that were in chat were doing it. He probably is pretty good. I'm not sure. I don't really.
Well,
But,
you know
but that's just
what
going
I
off.
like about what I find so amazing about him is he actually does all of his homework. He pulls public records. He's involved with the community. He goes to town meetings. And when he does his videos and his lives, he actually shows you the officer's salary, whether or not they were involved in a shooting, whether or not they were involved in someone dying. Yeah, huge respect.
And as you guys can see, this got the least amount of votes because people decided to skip this one. We got 45 compared to many other ones. All right, next one we have last one is best channel moderator. The Cat Nat is running away with this one with 22 votes. And May and My Two Beagles are tied with 14. Jimmy and Shithead just cannot catch a break.
Well, I think all of the ladies deserve 100%. They're all equal.
Yes. Oh, they all do a great job as channel moderators. So that's what it's looking like so far. And shall we take a look to see who's voted so far in the other one?
Where's May?
May's she's not here. They freaking got rid of her channel.
What?
They banned her channel.
They banned her, yeah. They said she had some sort of political. She said something political they didn't like, and so they banned her channel.
Crap.
Yeah, I know.
They pick on all the wrong people in this community, you know.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only one
Kenny,
response so far. And it's Omaha.
Hey, Kenny, before we go any further, I've thought of a new category we need for next year.
Okay.
That would be rolling office.
For Joe Cool?
Oh.
Out their car.
No name would win that one.
No name, yeah.
Omaha.
Rolando does.
That's just shows you how good of a mod you are, Kat, that Shelly took your ranch. She couldn't handle it, that you were taking away from her time. So the link to vote for the Frauditor finals is in the pin to the top. Please go ahead and vote. Voting is started. We've only got one vote so far, and it's Omaha's leading so far. We'll see what happens as time goes on.
Let's just call it at that and dub Omaha the winner.
Can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, no. We're not.
It's a week, Kenny, to vote?
It's a week. Yeah, so next Sunday will be, that's it, and it will be all the winners will be announced.
Dude, if you could get the winners on your live panel when you make the announcements, that'll be so awesome. Give them like a 1 minute slice to do like a little speech.
If Omaha wins, I'm totally gonna ask him to come on, and I bet you he would.
I would love to hear his speech.
Oh God, me too.
You know it in a rage clip.
Otherwise, I'll gladly accept this award on his behalf and do a speech for him.
Oh, that would be great.
See if we can get Joe Cool on too.
Oh God, no.
You can definitely get Joe Cool on.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can get Omaha on too. Now he might rage quit, but we can get him on.
Hey,
do you think you would stick around for all 3 awards?
No, probably not. Peanut, what was your question?
Um, I know y'all
Oh,
make fun of the frauditors, but would you take a comment on someone that you think is one of the biggest frauditors, but I have a different opinion on
okay. And who's
a
that?
more personal level?
Okay. Who?
All right. I know everybody has made fun of the resistance,
Uh-huh.
and from a personal perspective, as an older woman, I did 3 days of cop watching with the resistance, and he could not have been kinder, more respectful, tried to protect me when I got caught in the middle of a crazy crowd. Peanut, get out of there. And got behind me and says, Peanut, get out of there. You know, I I think we need to look at each situation differently. And I have a lot of respect for the resistance because he showed me nothing but respect.
Yeah.
Well,
That,
Peanut, I'm glad that he was respectful towards you, but he obviously wasn't respectful to the men's and women's shelter, people in the men's and women's shelter. And he certainly has been a lot more vicious to the cops as of recently, and just truly verbally abusive to them
and if I could just,
without provocation. And that's where I have an issue with the resistance.
Yeah, I know, Taco. I adore you. I think you're a sweetheart. And I've said that to you privately. But, like I said, I was with the resistance for 3 days. I saw how he was respectful to the homeless outside of the camera, off the camera. And I, you know,
Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Why does he have to be such a dick on the camera if he's such a nice guy on the camera? And another thing, the voting we're doing is, for all we know, Furry can go out and hear Furry does all this stuff for the homeless. That's great. This isn't about them as a person. This is about what they do as an audit. We're not judging them as a person. No one here, well, maybe not no one. There are most people here, and certainly not saying the resistance is a bad person. We are
yes.
saying that they are a bad auditor. That's all we're saying. We're not saying they are a
okay,
bad.
okay, yeah, I can go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
that's what
can
I
be a
wanted to.
very good person and not be a good auditor. But with the resistance, from my own personal experience, and like I said, he has just been so kind to me and respectful and protective. And maybe because I'm an old lady, I don't know. But yeah, I don't see the resistance that you're portraying. That's not the man that I see. And
Oh,
and I get it, and I get it. And just I just you're okay with your opinion, but I just want folks to respect my opinion.
oh
Absolutely,
no,
we do, Peanut.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and that's great, Peanut. And like I said, I actually had a sit down chat with the resistance, and
Yep.
we had a good talk, and he was very respectful,
Yep.
and we left disagreeing on certain things, but he was willing to listen to what I had to say, what everyone on panel had to say, and he didn't rage quit. He didn't get pissed off. He didn't get loud. He didn't get this or that. We had an honest, good conversation. I think it was one of the best conversations I've had since I've been on YouTube.
I agree. I agree. I wanted to mention that, Kenny. So great minds think alike. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I mean, none of these opinions are critical of anyone at the human level, right? This is really more fun and games, to be quite frank. And at the
That's
end of
why I
the
want to
day,
beat Shelley, AZN.
yeah, and at the end of the day, resistance. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I think he's one of the only auditors that came up on Kenny's panel and really had a cordial conversation with everyone on the panel. So for that, I respect him. And at the end of the day, you don't have to like someone to respect them, right?
Agree.
And none of these opinions are critical. So
I have something to say, Kenny.
Go ahead.
I just clicked the pinned link,
Uh-huh.
and it says
Wrong.
Untitled Form Fraud of the Year Untitled Question, The Resistance, and Option 2.
All right.
That's the pin. That's the pinned link.
Then what are people? Then people are finding it though somehow.
I don't know. That's what come up on mine.
Okay.
And I seen it in chat too. People saying it. That's why I clicked on it.
All right. Please.
The one actually like that's in the chat works, but the pinned one doesn't.
All right, let me.
I see.
And you know what, Kenny Klein, I don't know whether or not you show videos, but I think my video that I'm most proud of is the one where I was with the Resistance, Southeastern PA, Wolfie Gladley, and myself, and we had an amazing interaction with a New Jersey Transit police officer where we talked about suicide, opiate drugs. Everybody handshook. And nobody, and I think that's the lowest viewed video that I have. But nobody shows that.
Well, we can take a look at it. We'll take a look at it. No problem. Real quick before we show it.
I'd appreciate that.
So look at the voting so far, guys. We've got Furry is taking a small lead over Omaha right now. It's still early, but that's what's looking like right now.
That's because I haven't voted yet.
Because you're racist.
I voted. They won't let me vote no more.
You can only vote once.
For anybody that hasn't voted, if you go to Kenny's community board, he's got both the links to go to, and I've already voted for all this stuff. For everything.
Yeah, it should be the same link.
No, there's two different. You got two different links on there. One for this, the auditor part, and the other part for the special categories.
Peanut, what's your channel? Like, what's the best way to search for your channel?
I'm Peanut 411, and it says New Jersey Transit Officer answers all our questions. And like I said, this was my best video in my heart because the young officer, we talked about opiates, suicide, domestic violence. He shook hands with the Resistance. We had the homeless there. Everybody was respected. And nobody liked my video.
Oh, here we go. I found it. All right, so we'll take a look at this.
Kenny, I'm going to hop down. I got to figure out dinner.
Okay.
All right, Taco. See you later, bud.
Yep.
Bye,
Thank you
Taco.
for
I
having
love
me.
you.
Bye. Love you too, Lavender.
All right,
the sad thing is everybody wants all this F word, the C word, and that's just not me. But this video, I loved it. And it just showed who we are as a community, law enforcement and activists. And, I didn't get any views.
All right, let's check it out.
First Amendment, freedom of speech, right? Yeah. I think that. Just that. It's freedom.
Kenny, it's not very loud.
You know what the problem I got? And what I say is my race, okay? One nation under God.
That's good.
Indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Which is bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit. They write it on all the boards. No. They're our master. We're still living in oppression. And all of us are. They keep on trying to divide it into like race. Black Lives Matter, this, that, the other. Occupy. All slaves to the outliers.
Not only enforcing the law, but abiding by the same law. That's what we try to get you. I'm just saying that's what we try to get you.
it's kind of interesting that I'm not practicing medicine because I haven't studied medicine. Because the first rule of law is it has to be so if I tell an insurance, John, somebody had a problem.
All right, so this guy was just said something about you say he's not a doctor because he doesn't study medicine. So how can a cop not study the law? It's not the cop's job to know the law. I mean, all the rules, all the laws, right? That's what we have the
On another web page. I want to try it again. What kind of TV have you got?
somebody needs to mute their mic.
Yeah, but Kenny, if you go further into it, we talk about the human side of both sides.
Oh no, I'm just talking about what I'm seeing. I mean, we're gonna keep watching, but I just wanted to comment on that right away. I mean, just that's the first thing that stood out to me is as kind of like a stupid argument. But the cop's in there, he's listening in. I mean, he's not being rude. No one's being rude. The guy's not being rude.
God!
But
no, he was awesome, and everybody
so
thanked him for being so awesome.
I just wanted to point out just a really stupid argument. No, it's fine. You can talk all you want. Just I just wanted to point out a stupid argument that I find and maybe other people do too. But we're gonna continue watching.
This officer was absolutely amazing.
He seems pretty cool so far.
There's a lot of things that need to be changed.
I hope you guys are here July 4th.
You guys have
Who's that guy talking?
That's southeastern PA. You see the resistance, and then off to your right, next to the homeless gentleman, is Wolfie Gladly.
All right.
I think I know what city in New Jersey this is.
Yeah, AZM. This is Atlantic City, New Jersey Transit.
I was just going to say that.
We do. In this department, we can drive around.
What's up, Josiah?
Not much. How are you, Kenny?
Not bad. Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Hello, Josiah. It's Asian.
Hello.
Anything that goes along with the train tracks, any other. For the most part, it's bus terminals, train and train stations.
What's important is look how cordial this officer is and how relaxed he is. He's not afraid.
Is it just me, or does it kind of look like the resistance is throwing up the sign of the devil at the officer? I mean, I know it's just his way he's holding his camera. It's like he's holding up the devil sign, like, yeah! Like the metal rock.
Good Lord, you could say that about me. I'm coming up, and the questions that I ask him, you'll probably criticize me, but
Well, we'll see.
it's all
We'll
good.
see.
But I,
No, I'm just making fun of the way he's holding the camera. The two fingers. He's got the pinky rings up, everyone.
yeah, you're entitled to critique, and I love it.
I saw somebody in the arm.
What would be your procedure that you learned to write?
I see you walking on the other side.
Yeah, come back.
I'm looking through and you're like,
I've got you on camera.
did you?
Yeah.
Anything going on the other side?
Oh, no, it's got to open the door now. Just some folks settling down for the night. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. What do you think of that question, Peanut?
I didn't hear it. What was the question?
It's right here. It's on the screen.
Oh my God, I can't see it. Read it for me. I'm an old lady. I can't read.
It says, do you think would have been the same interaction if instead of resistance, it had been Glenn or Eric Brandt?
You know what? Had it been Eric Brandt with the cussing and the screaming, no, we would not have received the same response. No.
So then you would say, since you guys went up to them without being, not aggressive and just came up to them like they were people, you see this kind of reaction. Well, then why would the resistance, when he's not with you, come up all, aggressive in other situations? Because he would get the same sort of interaction on all of his videos. Now, again, that wouldn't garner him any views, as you're seeing now, because we're watching this video and didn't get a whole lot of views. Hell, I mean, when I show a good auditor, it doesn't get a whole lot of views either because people don't want to see that. I get it why they do it, but at the same time, it takes away from what you're doing. It looks like you're trying to get that situation out of that officer.
Right.
Entrapment.
Well, Kenny, because I have law enforcement in my family, I do totally believe that there are bad officers. But with working with News Now South Carolina, he taught me a very important lesson. He says, you don't need to be rude. You don't need to be cussing. You don't need to be disrespectful. If that officer is bad, he's going to show it. Whether you're, just be kind. And if he's bad, he's going to show it. And, that's what I'm showing here. I'm different than everybody else. I have no problem with showing a bad officer, but this was a good officer. The resistance was very kind. And I agree. If you approach without being, I don't like the F word, the C word. I come from a different generation. And, who knows? But in this scenario, and if you go further, this is what I love about this officer. And he actually could be a dream model for everybody because he answers very personal questions. And he's awesome.
Well, here's the thing though, like why should all officers answer personal questions?
They don't have to.
Well, but you just said, but you kind of just said that he could be a training model because he answered personal questions. That's like saying that's pretty much saying you want all officers to answer personal questions.
Yeah. Well, you know what I think, because I'm I'm not an auditor. I'm a cop watcher, but I also like to do news stories. And if you look at a lot of my videos, I ask about domestic violence, officer suicide. So I do a lot of that. And I guess it doesn't interest people. And that's why I haven't gotten the views that I've gotten.
No, agreed. And so far, no. This is a great look at a resistance video that is, you know, so far it's looking like this is going to be a decent audit. And so far, I mean, we're not done with it yet. So we'll for right
Yeah, if
now.
you could finish it, it would be great because we talk about officer suicide, prescription medications, opiates. Yeah, it's a great video in my book.
That would be, some people would be afraid to call 911 for help if they were overdosing because they'd be afraid that they're going to get arrested. And then they're not getting the help that they need, and then their life is so at that point, yeah, I wouldn't arrest the person if they're trying to get help.
Cool, that's good to hear.
Sure. Brady 053.
See that?
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for giving us your time. Have a good day.
Now that's what we want to see all the time. All
I think it happens more often than most of us like to think it does, or do think it does.
You haven't seen YouTube, have you?
I see YouTube. I watch YouTube all the time.
Have you seen the videos that are out there? The YouTube videos?
I've seen a lot.
Have you seen a video that anybody was doing?
I'm sorry.
Because it was late and I was tired. Well, maybe you should do more audits when you're tired.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Have you ever
Then again, you probably wouldn't get any views because people don't want to see this.
Can't think of any specifically when they go to the police station. But I've seen one just off the top of my head, like two guys going to the police station. I think there was one guy was like. Some of them are idiots. Some of them, they're human. Some of them are idiots, and one, sometimes, maybe the cops.
Well, let me ask you a question. Something goes down in your house. Somebody does something to your wife or kids or whatever. Who you gonna call?
I like to look at it too, though, is when I watch like YouTube videos, for example.
What do you think about the blue line? What do you think about the blue line?
I don't know. I like it personally, but I get it. I understand people that don't like it.
Do you understand why they don't like it? Because that's huge.
I understand that
Because they don't understand it.
there's a big problem with police, I guess, but
It's a division. Lines divide.
okay, all right.
So, and that number is growing. The more they see these flags, the more people are, and the more they see police brutality on videos, the more disdain they have that flag. So
I understand that. I understand
because it's a political statement, and a lot of people don't like.
It's not.
Seeing it hanging from the police station. Does hanging from hanging from the police station.
That's stupid.
At a police station, they'll have it hanging next to the American flag or.
Okay, so my question is,
How is that
are you also against the thin red line flag that the firemen have, or the thin green line that are military flags?
The thin gray.
There's a lot of them. It's not just the police. I mean, I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to I just want you to understand that there are different things. And it's not just the police. So whenever auditors talk about the thin blue line flag, there's many different thin line flags. It just kind of shows camaraderie and brotherhood.
Yeah, it's like a football team having a mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to kind of add to this because unlike probably the majority of the auditors, I have two very close family members who are law enforcement, and they are also war veterans. So I than others but it's still an issue that needs to be. Love this video.
That didn't answer the question. Hello?
I think she might be losing some connection. She was roboting.
Yeah.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
I hear you.
Okay,
we
I
can
was
hear you.
starting to freak out.
And you guys know the resistance is in the house, right?
Resistance,
Yes,
you
it
can
is.
come up.
Don't.
You can come up if you want. There's a link right there if you want to come on.
Always welcome resistance. We actually threw you some
yeah.
credit earlier.
Yeah. And here's the thing: we're watching this video because Peanut said it shows you in a good light, and it is. It is showing you in a good light. I mean, does anyone think it's not showing you in a good light?
It's not showing any light.
I don't think it's any light, but at the end of the day, I'm okay with cop watching or auditing as long as the actions and the intent are trying to bridge the gap. Right?
Yeah.
If it's trying to bridge the gap, whether it's through cordial conversation, education, whatever it is, I'm all for that, right? How could you be against just bridging the gap? But if it's not bridging the gap or destroying the gap, then I have fundamental issues with that.
You know
and how amazing, Peanut, not to cut you off, you could go right here. But my last point to all of this is, again, just, being rhetorical. Like, it's amazing what you get when you're initially cordial with someone, right? It's amazing what you might get in return if you actually smile and say hello and good morning instead of, hey, you, right? It's just so funny how things can work out sometimes.
You know what, in AZN, and I think you and I totally agree, and every auditor activist has their own approach. And I've been criticized about my approach, and my approach is about respect. And that's what my mother taught me. So I'm not going to shy away from that. And if people want to criticize me, go for it. I really don't care.
Exactly.
So the main reason we paused, I paused it when I did because it's a stick. It gets under my skin when auditors or anyone else criticizes the thin blue line flag. It's not a gang flag because there are so many different thin line flags out there. The first responders have one. The Army, the military has one. Firemen have one. No one bitches about any of those. The only one they bitch about is the police.
You know what? And I think I'm probably the best to address this one because my family members served in the military. They're K-9 officers. And I'm not going to say where they're at. And we actually have this discussion all the time where I say your blue line divides.
What?
Get rid
That's
of the
not
blue
answering
line
the
and
questions.
let me finish. Go back to community policing. Now, I have been made fun of, oh my God, over the last 2 weeks from Tyrant Hunter, who made a video about me and, me buying wrenches and all of that. And I'm like, oh, just stop the freaking nonsense. Really, and I'm going to be who I am. And I do get at my family members and I say, don't become a YouTube star. Be respectful. Get into community policing. I just don't donate to auditors or to the community. The one big charity that I donate to is the Basketball Cop Foundation. And if you could pin him up there, boy, he could use support. He helps the homeless. He's a police officer in Gainesville, Florida. And my God, the work he does is
Peanut,
absolutely
here's the
amazing.
thing. I understand everything you said, but it didn't really address what was being asked about the thin blue line flag. You kind of went off on a tangent, which is fine, but I kind of want to get back to the original. I want to get back to the original point we were talking about. We're talking about the thin blue line flag, and you were talking about how you might be the best to address it. So I'm gonna give you another chance. Here you go. Here's a chance to address that.
I'm gonna tell you what I told my 2 family members who are K-9 officers. That blue line divides. It is a
What about the
division.
red line, the gray line? the yellow line, and the green line. What about all those flags? Those are all
Okay,
the same
I'll address
thing.
that. Paramedics and EMTs, they don't have authority. They don't have power to bring charges.
They
They're
still
there,
show the flag.
but
The
there's
military.
Military has
a
authority. MP.
difference. The military, the paramedics, or EMTs, they do not have the authority to bring charges against anybody.
Military does.
Yeah, MP
No,
does
they
too.
don't.
MP.
Not outside. No,
And
not to a.
It doesn't
He
matter.
don't have the authority to bring the charges. That's the district attorney,
No.
not the police.
All right, could we go on, because this officer is
No,
great.
we're having a discussion about the
Oh.
thin blue line flag. It's like a football team's mascot. It doesn't divide anything.
Well,
And also,
okay. Let me say this: my family members who are K-9 officers,
Yes, you've said like 6,000 times.
All right, who are veterans, who fought the war. Let me just say, please
Lavender, let her
continue.
finish for a second. Let her finish.
She's already said this 6 times, Kenny.
Yeah. All right, so
and then I'd like to say.
All right, so here's
May
the
I
thing.
finish?
Go ahead, Pina.
Lines divide. Police officers are different than military. And like I tell my family members, it's about community policing. Get away from the Gestapo and all of this. Get back into community policing that I knew, that I grew up with 30 years ago. Let's start respecting one another. Get back to community policing. And, if you want to shoot me down for that, then go ahead.
All right, Asian, go ahead.
It has nothing to do with the flag.
Respect goes both ways. It can't just be one-sided. In order to establish respect between two people, it needs to go both ways. So when you look at some of these frauditors who take an abrasive approach in cop watching or auditing before the first word is even spoken, that's fundamentally an issue. The second is theoretical, but I kind of equate it to things like cigarettes, marijuana, and things like that. The issue here is that there's certain people in this world or country that are democratizing their opinions that the blue line divides. And I think fundamentally that's why now all of a sudden you see people talking about this, right? But at the end of the day, flags is a representation, right, of acknowledgement and honor. Here's the hypocrisy to all of this. And I live this because I'm in my late 40s. I think about 9/11. Shortly after 9/11,
AZN, I got 10 years on you.
right. But what I'm saying is, my point is, I look at 9/11. When 9/11 happened and we got attacked by terrorists, this country united. And as a matter of fact, when you look at all the police officers, fire, first responders, EMT, et cetera, everyone in this country was praising them for their heroism and their bravery. My younger brother was stuck in ground zero for 18 months, working 14 hours a day, every day. He now has lung issues over it, right? Now, all of a sudden, 2020 comes around and the blue line divides. It's so hypocritical based on the
turn down the live stream. Resistance, can you turn down the live stream, man? I'm hearing myself talk. I just muted you because you need to turn down or close the YouTube tab so we don't hear ourselves. Resistance, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I think when we go further into this video, when we kind of get into the more personal level, this officer is great in how he responds.
And like I said, so far it is looking like it's going to be a great interaction. But anyway, back to one of the things you said earlier. You're talking about how we need to get us away from this Gestapo. Now, I take offense to that because not all officers are bad, and you're never going to change my mind on that. I know there are some people that believe that all cops are bad, just like there's people that think all auditors are
Oh, Kenny,
Now,
I agree with you
no,
100%.
now hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish, Peanut. Let me finish. All right. So, I think we need to get away from that sort of thinking. It's that sort of thinking that is leading people to believe that the blue line flag is dividing.
That's right.
When I was in the military, we were taught to rely on the people surrounding us, people that are wearing the same uniform as me. These are the people that you trust your lives with, right? So of course there's going to be a tight brotherhood. Same thing with the police. It's a tight brotherhood because they know that they can rely on each other. Now, are there bad apples in this brotherhood? You're goddamn right there are bad apples in this brotherhood. But that doesn't necessarily mean that one bad apple turns, not they're all bad. They're not all Gestapo. They don't all react that way, and therefore the blue line flag is just it's only divisive because people make it divisive.
That's right. That's right. Just like weed. Back in the 50s and 60s, this country said weed is for hooligans. It's for gangsters only. Only bad people smoke the ganja. If you do your homework,
you know what, guys?
scientifically, weed is a probiotic. It cures cancer, for God's sakes.
But you know what, guys? You're referring to as the younger generation, and I'm a lot older than both of you. And I'm just saying, to me, the American flag is the American flag. And all of a sudden, we've now got blue line. We got all color lines through it. Let's separate the flags and be about America. That's what I'm
Is it because there's a line in the flag? So then let me ask you this. What about the POW flag? What do you think about that flag?
That's black and white, honey.
So simply because the flag doesn't have a line going through it, you're more focused on the line rather than what that line represents.
We cannot compare the POW flag to the flag with the blue line in it.
Sure, we can.
Why can't we?
Sure, we
No,
can.
we can't.
I will argue that and debate that with you all day long, Peanut, with all due respect.
And here's the thing: when you put the blue line flag
between the two flags,
when you put any line through a flag, it ceases to become the U.S. flag. It's not the U.S. flag when they put the line through it. It's not. I think that's what people will have
the
issue
POW flag is not the American flag.
And neither is a blue line flag.
There are other flags. The POW flag is separate. It flies
from
below the American flag. So please don't compare it to the blue line.
Peanut, no. We need to state flat. We need to either state facts or clarify on this panel because we're democratizing this information to people down in chat. See, this is fundamentally the problem. We start talking about things that we really don't understand, and we democratize it, and now we're actually democratizing false sense, false knowledge. And this is how it gets like groups start forming, right? The blue line is not the American flag, Peanut. You do understand that. So when people say, oh, you're degrading the flag, no, you're not, because it's not the American flag. It's a representation of something.
Well, AZM, let's go back to what you just said. Things actually create groups. Okay. The blue line creates a group. Okay.
It's a brotherhood.
The POW flag does not create a group other than those.
Bullshit.
Sure it does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Who do you think the POW flag is representing, Peanut? Who is it honoring? Who is that POW flag honoring? It's honoring our prisoners
law
of war.
enforcement.
Yeah.
The blue line is honoring law enforcement for the jobs that they do and the risks that they take in trying to uphold the law. Now, I agree.
All right, then what about
and what is wrong with that, though? Fundamentally, though, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that theory? That the blue line is just a representation to honor police officers who risk their lives.
It's a theory. It's a theory. Just like you said, it's a theory. So what's wrong with our theory?
Where everybody's getting
lost. What's wrong with the
what's
theory?
wrong with our theory? I believe the blue line separates. I believe the blue line separates the tyranny from the people.
Family
Okay,
That's what I
what is
members who are
believe in.
paramedics.
So what's wrong with that theory?
Instead
what
of
makes you believe
honoring
that?
it and aligning to it by saying what you're saying and democratizing it this way, you're creating divide in
Well,
the
who says I'm
community.
supposed to honor it? Who are you to tell me that I'm supposed to honor it?
Wait a
You're not
minute.
supposed to, wait, you're not
Wait
supposed
a
to honor
minute.
your own point of
Wait
way
a minute. So you telling me you are an anarchist? Is that
I'm
what you're
telling
saying?
you that I don't. I'm telling you I
Are
don't
you?
honor
So
the.
let me
I
ask
don't.
you.
No. I'm telling you that I don't honor the blue line. That's what I'm telling you. I don't honor it. It's shit to me.
So
Okay.
it's one thing to not
I
wanting to
agree.
honor
I
something,
do
but it's
not.
another to bash it.
Never
In other
will
words, you
honor a
can
blue
respect
line
someone, but you
because
don't have to
that's
like
not
them.
America.
Man,
That's a division.
put your feet in these 13s and
Yeah.
then talk about it. Okay? Put your feet in these 13s and then talk about it.
Resistance. I'm Asian.
And you from
Dude,
NYC. So
culture.
like,
Hold
you
on.
from
Hold on.
NYC.
Let me set the record straight. Here you go
Oh,
again.
boo-hoo. Yeah.
Listen, let me
Yeah, they
set
got
Who is that?
badges
Is that
still at
privilege?
Walgreens.
Who
Resistance.
said boo-hoo? Is that the privileged lady?
Resistance. I'm
Who never seen no tyranny?
I am Asian.
Who
I'm
never witnessed
sorry.
no
I'm,
tyranny?
Born and
I'm
raised
a
in
Is that
Brooklyn,
the
New
Mexican.
York.
privileged lady speaking?
I'm a Mexican.
Okay, hold the fuck on.
Hey,
Hold,
Peanut. How you doing,
shut up.
Peanut? Yeah,
Everyone
I'm
shut
on
up.
here with you. I'm on here for you.
Okay, hold on. Everyone shut up right now. We're getting a little too carried away. Okay, look. Let's get back to the point.
Shut
Okay,
up.
resistance. Hold on for a second. Now look. Here's the thing. You're talking about how you don't honor the flag, and that's fine. You don't have to honor the flag. You've seen things. You've seen bad police officers. I
Oh
get
no!
that.
Wait a minute, Kenny.
Peanut,
You know,
hold
you
on.
need
Let
to
me
make a
finish.
distinction
Peanut,
because you're saying
peanut,
honoring the flag.
peanut. That's what he said. Peanut, we're talking about resistance right now. He said he doesn't honor the blue line flag. Okay. Now I'm talking to him for a second. So resistance. You say you don't honor, and that's fine. You don't have to honor. But the point is, you don't have to bash either. Just because you don't honor it doesn't mean you have to bash it.
Like I said, put your feet in these 13s and then have a conversation.
Time out. Let me reply to that, Kenny, because I don't think resistance knows. Because I think he judges people by the cover. All right.
Yeah.
Resistance.
Adrian, you talk a lot of useless rhetoric, man. You talk
No,
all these big words and you talk like you know everything and you be saying nothing,
I'm
bro.
right next to
You
Kenny
say
with the
nothing.
resistance thing
Like
for
all your talk, all your debates, where does change come in with all your talking debates? What change are you making? I'm out here on the streets teaching my young bloods, teaching my young bloods their rights. I got people coming to me telling me, thank you. I appreciate what you do.
But you're doing all the talking right now. You're not
Well,
giving
and
me an
you're not
opportunity to
doing
speak.
nothing
All
but
you do
talking
is yell
on
over
panel.
people.
Hold on, guys. Look, I'm gonna start dropping people down if we don't start having.
Well, you could drop me first.
I just need to respond to the resistance, Kenny, because he hasn't given me an opportunity. He's come up here shooting off, but he doesn't give anyone an opportunity to respond. And quite frankly, when you do all the talking, you're not learning anything new. The resistance.
But you're not teaching. You ain't taught
You're not
nothing.
allowing me
You
to
haven't
speak.
taught anything.
Let him finish.
You are
Okay?
not allowing me to speak. See, this is fundamentally
Agent. Okay, enough with that. Finish your point. Then the resistance can respond to that. Okay, and then we'll go from there.
I just wanted the resistance to know when he made the comment about 13-inch shoes to fill that I am an Asian man born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, first generation. So if you're talking about social economics and racism, trust me, my brother, I lived with it every day of my life.
Okay,
That's what I wanted to say.
So, and from who? From what walks of life?
But.
From your neighborhood? Wow, really? That's what you resort to, immaturity?
Well, listen, the way you came up on the panel, I
Really?
said, hey, why don't you try being cordial first? You might be surprised what you get in return. I recall about a month ago, we had a very cordial conversation on this very same panel.
That changed
right?
when I
But
seen
you
y'all
came up
jumping
here,
on my
thumping your
girl.
chest.
When y'all
You
jumped
came
on
up
my
here-
girl, that
Oh,
changed.
so here we go. So you come up on the panel, thumping your chest, doing all the talking, asking questions while not giving anyone an opportunity.
And I'm telling you, you're not doing nothing. You're not teaching nobody nothing. You're not making no change. You're just talking shit. You're just talking shit.
You are burning the gap. You are not You are not making the gap smaller.
Dude,
You're making it wider
listen.
because of this mindset and approach.
And what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing out there to make change? Who are you teaching? You're just sitting up on panels talking useless rhetoric. I listen to you all the time. It's bullshit, bro. You are not doing nothing out there in these streets that have anything to do with activism, that has anything to teach these young kids out here anything. You're just on panels talking.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Bro, you're not just what talk then. What you
the
doing?
The pen is mightier than the
Man,
sword.
well, write the book, then.
Anybody can
Let's
pick up
get
a
back
phone
to
and turn their camera on and start cursing at police officers.
Asian. Sorry to meet you, but hold on, man.
Asian, you a clown,
getting
bro.
way too
seriously.
We're getting way too excited about this here. Let's get back to the meat of the conversation. No one was dumping on Peanut when this went. We were having a discussion about the thin blue line flag. That's what we were having a discussion on, and that's what we're talking. And that's what we're still talking about right here and right now. I don't know why this is going off into some freaking weird ass thing, but let's stop that right there. This is about the blue line flag. Now, like we were saying before, you don't have to respect the line flag. You don't have to do it. But let's talk about this. This is what it all comes down to, the blue line flag. First of all, you do realize that it's not illegal, right? Resistance. The blue line flag is not illegal.
That don't matter to me whether it's illegal or not. The blue line flag is the shit to me. It don't matter if it's illegal or not.
Why? All right, now why is it shit to you?
Hey, Asian, you sound like shit right now, bro. Can't nobody hear nothing you're saying.
I
wasn't even
Okay, guys. Whoa. Everybody share.
That's not me.
Please.
Who is that?
Aim before you shoot.
Taze.
Please.
Oh,
Everybody.
Maybe you just my target. How about that?
May I say something, please?
Take your shots, big guy.
May I say something, please?
Go ahead, Peanut.
I'm asking, please.
Taze, you're really you're messing up. Something's wrong with your mic. Okay, go ahead, Peanut.
Thank you. You know, I'm on both sides of the aisle. I have family in law enforcement, first responders, paramedics, and I'm sorry. As an individual that's in the heart of it, the blue line does divide, and I'm sorry. I'm going to stick with, Bobby White, who is with the in Gainesville, where he is about community policing, about being there for families, about being there for the community, and doing what he can do. Instead, when he finds a homeless family in a car, instead of arresting them and calling DIFUS or DSS on them, he reaches out to his Facebook community and says, this mom needs help. She needs her car restored. Her car is broken. She needs a place to live. And dang nabbit, we get out there and we contribute money, one family at a time. That's what community policing is about. It's not about the blue line. Get rid of the damn blue line. It doesn't belong there. We are one under the American flag, red, white, and blue. We pledge the allegiance to the red, white, and blue, and not to the blue line flag. Stop with the division.
Okay, here's the thing. The blue line flag is not what is dividing our country. I don't care what you say, how you none of your argument. It's not political. You're the only reason it's political.
Community policing.
The only reason it's political is because people make it political. It didn't start out as a political statement. It started out as, hey, guess what?
Honey,
No, Peanut. Hold on, Peanut. I let you talk. Peanut, I let you talk.
Mute.
That's how things get political when people bring them to the stage. That's how things get political.
They want to do all the talking.
When issues arise. What are you talking about, Kenny?
The blue line flag is not political. You guys are making it political by saying that they're hiding.
Absolutely is
that's
political.
crazy. So if
It's
one
No, go
group
ahead.
got an issue with the blue
it's
line
not community
and they make
policing.
it political, it's not valid.
What,
It's
what
political.
is their reason for having against the blue line?
The reason is because just what Peanut said, it's division. It represents division. Okay,
How
just
is
like
it,
she.
how does
Just
it represent division?
what you mean? How do it represent division?
You
Ask him
said
You
it
what he
don't
represents
said.
know,
division. How does it represent division?
Peanut. Can you answer that for me?
He doesn't know.
Yes, if
Peanut,
everybody
can
will
you
give me a
Peanut?
chance, I will.
Please answer that for me.
I
You
would
don't
love
know.
to answer that if
You a
everybody will
follower.
give me a moment to answer that.
I'm a follower, bro. Who you see me
Yeah,
with?
Okay, go
listen,
ahead,
You
you
see
Peanut.
me,
guys.
Agent. Who
Listen.
you? Hold on, Peanut.
All right,
No, we're not.
resistance,
Agent. Who you?
shush.
We're not going through this.
Resistance, I'm
Peanut,
telling
go.
you to shush.
Go, Peanut. Go, Peanut.
All right, resistance, shush. The reason why because I have family, law enforcement, and those, mute him. If he can't shush, mute him. I love him, but mute him. The blue line divides. We all live under the red, white, and blue. We do not live under the black, white, and blue. We do not live under that. And
Nobody has ever said that.
Yeah,
Peanut keeps saying the
well,
same thing over and over
then
again.
you're not listening to everybody. But like I said, I speak to my own family members,
Okay.
and
Here we go again. You said that
Yeah.
20 times already,
2
Peanut.
of them.
We know.
Canine officers.
Yep, we know already, Peanut. The
Okay,
question
Peanut.
is this:
Agent, what are
why?
you doing? What are you
Why do you
doing,
think?
bro? What are
Why
you
do
doing
you
to
think?
make change?
all
Why
right,
do you think? If you
Answer
give me a
that
moment,
question.
if you give me a
One
moment,
on
What are you
question,
doing?
just answer that question.
resistance. You
hey
asked me the
Kenny,
same question. You see, I
Okay,
can't get a word out because all they want to do is.
okay, guys, hold on. Okay, we're going off into another tangent. We still
all right,
haven't answered the question as how the blue line
all
flag
right.
divides.
Can I
Peanut,
get
Kenny,
the reason you gave is we shouldn't. No one is trying to get the blue line flag to be worshipped or to be held to the same standard as the American flag. So
all
if
right,
that's your
Kenny.
reason, if that's your reason for thinking it's a division, then your reason is unbiased.
Hey Kenny.
There's no reason for it.
Hey Kenny.
Yeah.
Can we please finish the video because the officer will respond to the blue line flag.
Okay, but
And can we finish that video because
we
I
will,
love this
but
I want
we're
officer.
talking about
to
this
Excuse
right
me.
now.
I love this officer because he answers so honestly. And like I said, I this is my best video, but nobody watches it. But listen to his answers. They are compelling, and we talked about it, and it explains the division, what we see.
Mhm.
Please finish the video.
We will, but hold on. I still haven't got an answer to my question. The resistance thought was so easy to answer. Why is it dividing?
Can
Peanut
I?
didn't answer resistance. Can you
Vision
explain?
is law enforcement versus the common people. Okay, we already know law enforcement has the upper hand. Everything they do is about revenue. Okay, and
baloney.
excuse
No,
me,
you're nuts,
blow
man.
you, blow you. It's not about revenue. A traffic stop is
No.
not about revenue. An arrest is not
No.
about
No,
revenue. Are you
No, arrest
no.
isn't
fucking?
about revenue.
Are
No,
y'all?
it's not.
What it's about then? Profiling. Profiling.
Oh, how is it
Oh,
about
jeez.
Oh,
profiling?
here we
You're
go.
a platinum
Right.
card
For all
holder.
of you,
By the way, I
for,
want to
How
introduce
profiling?
myself. I want to introduce myself. I'm new on the panel. I just jumped in a moment ago. My name on the screen is Wonder Woman, and my full name is WW Goddess of Truth. I have a question that I would like to pose to everyone, most especially the gentleman that I didn't catch your name, and I apologize. My question is, why is it Dr. Martin Luther King accomplished more with peace than both Antifa and BLM has accomplished so far?
maybe because he let his people's ass whooping for 20 years. Maybe because he complied. Maybe because he was put in position. Yeah, I'm not your average black man. Martin Luther King, he was a good man, but I don't consider him great.
but he accomplished.
Where's Joe Cool?
He accomplished getting his people's ass whipped for 20 years straight.
Yes, but
that's what he
did not do any
accomplished.
violence.
That's what he accomplished. And where did we gain from that? What did we gain from that? Because everything that happened then has repeated itself in the past 35 years.
But you have made strides economically. You have made strides educationally.
Yeah,
Yes.
really.
Educationally.
Really.
Yes.
And things are not nearly as bad.
And
as
shit
they
is
were
still
then.
off
Yes,
balance. And it's
yes,
still
of
off
course.
balance.
Yes,
It's
and
still
that
off balance. White people are still privileged, and black people are still fucked up.
I in certain instances I
Not
do
my
agree with you,
problem.
but it's not as bad as it. What Wonder Woman? Hold on, Wonder Woman. I'm in the middle of talking right now. Okay, just give me a second. Resistance. I agree with you. Things are still unbalanced, but that's why we keep working at getting things balanced. It's going to be a long time before things are perfect. In fact, probably nothing's ever going to be perfect, but things are a lot better than they were in Martin Luther's time. Why? Because of what he did. He brought to light a lot of things that were being done, a lot of the shady crap that not just the police, but the government was doing, and now the government can't do that anymore. Yes, they still are doing some other shit, and that's just the way things are. Yes, things need to change.
And who gets the shitty end of the stick?
It's
not you,
just
Kenny.
African-Americans, it's
You
the
don't get
poor
the
people in
shitty end of
general.
the stick, Kenny.
It's not just.
Who the fuck are you to decide who's?
How do you know? You don't know me.
You don't,
You don't know
because
me.
you're on the panel.
You don't know
on
me.
the panel every fucking day talking shit about what other people out there doing, trying to make a change.
Well, what change? Here's my question.
What change are you making, Kenny? What change are you making?
What fucking change are you making?
Well, I just told you. I just told you. I'm out there on the streets. I'm out there on the streets. I'm out. Listen, as mediocre as you want to look at it, I'm out there on the streets every day teaching my young people about their rights.
Oh, you're
about filming.
Oh, and that's important. And let me tell you why that's important. Because there's so many black guys out there on the street who get ran up on by police, and they comply with everything that they say, and end up doing a sentence. Okay? See, you don't go through that, Kenny. No, none of them people on that panel go through that.
You don't know
none
what
of y'all
I
go through that.
You don't know what I go through.
Man, you won't go through that shit. I know. I guarantee you. I guarantee it. You don't go through that shit. You don't even come outside. You always on YouTube. What is you talking about?
Really?
Apparently, so are you.
No, I'm not neither.
Since you know everything that Kenny does.
I go out. I do plenty of things. I don't know what you're talking about. And you don't know anything I do. And anyway,
like I said, my change that I make is teaching my young people.
If you shut your mouth and let Kenny talk.
How about some examples? You're talking about how all this. You're talking in broad strokes. Give me some examples, and I'll shoot them down for you. Go ahead.
I stay in Boston. You got cops running.
He's still just going on talking for himself. We'll give him a minute.
Anyway,
while we're waiting for him to stop talking about himself for a minute, and
you told me to give you a chance. You told me to give you an answer.
Give me some examples.
Give me some examples. You gonna mute me? You gonna mute me?
Give me some examples. Give me some examples.
I'm giving you an example. Number one, where I live at in Boston, you got Boston police officers running up on black guys all the time just for standing on a public sidewalk, telling them they gotta go. These people don't know their rights. They don't know that they're allowed. The sidewalk is ours. The sidewalk belongs to the people.
No.
Okay? Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
Not
if you
safe zone. It doesn't.
As long as you're not committing, as long as you're not committing a crime, the sidewalk is ours. Okay?
So
it's ours. It's for the people. The shapers made it that way. You
and
take it up with them.
Take it up part with of them. The people. The police aren't part of the people.
The police are. What you mean? Are they part of people? Not when they in their uniform.
Straight-up question.
Not when they in their uniform.
Well, that's when they're paying taxes.
They're part of an entity. They're part of a. We pay their fucking taxes. What are you talking about?
You don't.
He's a fucking fool, y'all.
You better write me a check then, because I'm getting a refund. No, you're
defaulting.
That's where I go to, and that's me. That's
Always
me, Asia.
defaulting to single
You
syllable
ready?
words.
You
just
ready to
ran
get it?
out.
Oh,
You ran out.
Asia, you ready to get it?
You can't have
Okay,
a
guys.
5-minute
Are
conversation
you ready
with
to get it
someone
now? Do you
without
want? She's a
defaulting to
fucking
single
fool to say that.
syllable
No, she's a
words.
fucking fool to say that
Let
we
me
don't
know.
pay the cops
Let me
taxes.
know. Let me know when you're ready for me to answer your original
Because
question.
You ready
my
for the
guy.
smoke?
Let me know when you're
You
ready for me to
don't.
answer your original question, my
You
guy.
don't pay
Okay,
my
Let me
guys.
know when you're
taxes.
ready to learn something new, my guy.
Oh my God. I can't learn
Oh
shit
my
from you, Asia.
God.
You
All
must
you
Can
think
we
talk is
finish
useless rhetoric.
all
watching the
cops are bad.
video?
Useless rhetoric, Asia. I
You
can't
must
learn
think there's
shit from you. I done heard
Asia,
you talk plenty of
he only
times.
knows 2 big words.
you
So
must
All right,
think there's
guys.
more
Yeah, you
bad
know what
cops
they
than good
are?
cops.
Fuck you.
oh, those are big
That's
ones.
yeah,
Can we
very
finish
big.
Yeah,
watching
I
the
just
guy.
heard
video?
those.
Resistant. Since you're all about asking us questions, can I ask you
What
a
a tough
question?
guy.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you want to,
Hey, you seen my videos, Gary?
Can we
You seen my
finish watching
videos.
my video?
You know how tough
Afraid.
I am.
Officer
Oh yeah, you
response.
tough guy, man.
Yeah, you know how tough I am. You seen the videos. I'm up in them cops' fucking faces telling them that I'm standing my ground. All
and
the way to
that's
the
why you
point
get the
that I get
reaction
Good
you
arrested
get.
illegally.
job.
That's
Tough
why
I'm
you get
guy.
the
not gonna want
reaction
to
you get. You
see.
None of
always
y'all
get
will
that
go out there
reaction.
and do that. None of y'all. Y'all
We don't need to
scared.
do
Don't
That's
that.
need
why
to
We
y'all
don't need
judge
to do
comply.
me.
that.
Y'all sheep. That's why y'all comply with everything. That's why y'all on the
Sure.
blue line side. Let me tell you
I
something.
don't.
When it goes
Sure.
Why
down,
don't you
You ain't
acknowledge
when
telling
it
me
goes
that?
down,
nothing.
The
I might be
blame
in the
You
front
ain't
someone
line,
else.
telling
just
me
like I was
nothing.
in
You
Seattle,
ain't
just
telling
like I was in
nobody
Boston,
nothing.
just like
Blame
I was in
everybody
Rhode
else.
Island. I'm always on the front.
Kenny, I take everything back.
That
I
is
said nice about
awesome right there.
resistance earlier. I just
That,
want you to
that
know
that
that.
was just good. That was good. I always hear with all the shouting in my ear. Now I don't hear any shouting anymore.
Can
So
I
guys, here's
revoke
the
my
thing.
Sorry.
votes that I made
But
Here's
how
the
is
tonight?
it
thing.
my fault?
Kenny, I hate
That's all I'm
shouting.
hearing is shouting. All I'm hearing is everyone's shouting right now, and I'm tired of the shouting. So we can have a conversation about this. Now, every time we get to the crux of what we're talking about, it devolves into this fucking shouting match, okay? And we have to start right back over. So can we please refrain from the shouting and go taking this away from other things? Let the person finish, and then if you have a retort to that, then you can say so after. That way we can have a conversation. Everyone cool
Thank
with
you,
that?
Kenny, because
Is
we were
everyone cool with that?
talking about my
Hold on,
video.
Peanut. Hold on. We're done with the video for right now because this is way more interesting. Okay. Now I
Well,
agree that the
no, it's
cop
not
did a
more
good job.
interesting because the officer responds to the blue line, and adds relevance to how he feels and how we feel. Yeah, because I
All right.
asked
Well, let's
him the
hold on.
question about the
Let's
blue
find
line.
out. Let's find the spot where he's talking about the blue line.
Please.
You know, and I have family who are police officers are also veterans. I don't believe that blue line flag should be flying with our American flag.
I definitely understand that.
And you know what else I find? And they've done a lot more videos than I have. You know what a bootlicker is, right? A bootlicker.
Oh,
Half of them
Where is
on the panel.
And I was doing what we call.
where does he talk about it?
I think it's a little bit before that because we talk about the blue line flag in the division, and then we get into the bootlicker. But it's probably a second or two before
We already went through it, Kenny.
The more they see police
Asian, you disrespectful as shit. That ain't your panel.
Disrespectful. You the one came up here
She
thumping your
asked him.
chest.
You
You the one
disrespecting
came up here
her.
thumping.
You're
Come on, dude.
disrespecting her. She's asked him to play.
And a lot of people
God
don't like.
damn, we're listening to a video,
You're
guys. Hold the
you're
fuck up.
disrespecting Lamb. You said fuck you to her.
Gary,
Yeah,
hold on.
hanging from a
Everyone,
police station.
shut up till the video is over. God damn.
You know, at a police station, they'll have it hanging next to the American flag or below the American flag. A lot of folks don't like that because that's our taxpayer dollars. And I have family who are police officers are also.
Okay. Okay. All he said he agrees with you that he can see
Well,
how
you
it's
skipped
understandable.
through because I said my family members.
I know, but it's the same thing you've been saying this whole time. So that's why I skipped through it because it's just the same thing you've been saying. And he says and then after that, he also said that he understands how it could be that way. He doesn't explain anything. He just understands how you can see it that way, he doesn't really agree or disagree with you.
Right, but you know what? But everybody's agreeing to disagreeing. But and this is what I like about this officer, because he doesn't offer up an argument. He's like, I see your position. But here on YouTube, it's like it's my position or no position at all. But yet this young officer is saying, I understand your position, and it's more or less I respect it. But we're not seeing that here, and that's where the divide is at.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely
crazy.
divide right now on this panel for sure on the blue line flag, and if it's divisive or not. We've got people that are saying it's not divisive, and we've got people that are saying it is divisive. Now here's the thing: we can have a conversation. Resistance, Peanut, you guys could say it's divisive. We can have a conversation with you, a cordial conversation with you, and get to either agree to disagree or get to the problem. If we all come together and have this conversation, is everyone willing to have? Yeah, Hank, go ahead.
No, that was me. Resistance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
And you know what, Kenny? You know what? I'm gonna
Peanut, hold on, Peanut. Resistance was just about to talk. This is part of the problem. This is the part of the problem. People interrupt people. We don't need that right now, okay? That's just gonna start something else up. So let the resistance say something, and then you can say something after that.
I'm gonna be real quick. I just want to add on to the blue line thing.
Okay, go ahead.
The blue line is the entity. Okay, it's the law. Blue line is the law enforcement collectively. All right. Everybody else falls in line. All the officers fall in line. I mean, that's why you get officers that's higher at a certain IQ level. So they won't ask questions. So they won't second guess anything or have second thoughts about anything. Once you hire those sheep into that entity, they fall in line. They're not necessarily a bad person individually, but come on, bro. You can't tell me that a police officer, no matter how good they are, hasn't seen another police officer do some bullshit. I don't care who it is. He could be a priest and a police officer. If he sees somebody doing something and that's wrong, he's supposed to report it. And I guarantee you 90% of these officers have seen that, unless they didn't working at a desk. Even if you're working at a desk, they still do bullshit on paper. So the blue line is the entity. The people that they hire falls in line with the blue line. That's all I got.
All right, Hank, go ahead. No, hold on, Peanut. Hank's been waiting a really long time. He was trying to get a hold of me a little while ago. Well, Hank, go.
Yeah, you know, like I said.
Shut the fuck up!
Peanut, hold on, Hank.
Listen
Hank's
to you
gonna
long
go.
enough. Listen to
Hank,
me for
go.
a fucking change.
Go ahead, Hank.
God damn it. Yes, it's a divide. It's a divide between chaos and civil society. That's what is dividing.
Okay.
It is a camaraderie for police officers and people who support police officers. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But you have no voice to tell the cops they can't like it.
I ain't never said that. I never said that.
Wow, that was
no
a
one
mouthful.
Shut
I'd
up
like
long
to
enough to
respond
let
to
anybody
that.
say shit, you asshole.
That was
All right, go ahead, Peanut. Go ahead, Peanut.
You're right, Hank. Out of all these people on the panel, I like Hank.
I'd like to respond.
Go ahead, Peanut.
Hank, I have two very close family members who are canine.
I know you said it.
Why don't you shut up? You know what, Kenny?
Y'all gonna stop jumping on my
when
girl,
people
seriously.
want to be respectful and let others
Why
talk.
don't you go get
Carl,
stuck?
goddamn, hold on, guys. Let her look. We know she said it before. Okay, fine. Let her freaking finish and get to the point, or else we're gonna keep going through this freaking circle. Okay, Peanut, go.
All right. The bottom line is, you know, there are many of us that respect police officers. We understand it, and we need the good police officers to start holding the bad police officers accountable. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And y'all are missing the point. And, you know, don't tell me that I don't respect law enforcement because I do. Because you know what? When my family members put that uniform on and they go out, you don't think I worry about that some psycho's going to shoot them? You're damn right I do. So stop the nonsense. Stop saying, oh, well, if you're on this side, then you're not on this side. If you're not on that side, then you're not on this. Stop with the nonsense. It's our loved ones, and all lives matter. Just stop it and just listen to everybody and, be respectful. I have not seen anyone being respectful here.
Hey.
Oh, sure.
I'm quite respectful. Thank you very much. And Josiah hasn't said anything, so how can he be disrespectful? Josiah, you want to weigh in?
What's up, Kevin? Bones.
Josiah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Kenny.
Did you want to weigh in on any of what's going on?
Not really. I've been making all my comments, and this argument is really invalid because if you're arguing a blue line is a separation, so is a badge, so is a uniform of any kind for any purpose. I mean, it's irrelevant. I mean, the blue line is the blue line. It represents police. I see no difference.
That's where I'm at. I don't see how it. I can see how people could think it's divisive, and depending on how you grew up, where you grew up, your interactions with the police, your interactions with the government, so on and so forth. I can see your point and seeing how maybe you could see it that way, but that wasn't the intention when it was created. That isn't the meaning that the police that serve under it take into account. And to your guys' argument about the good police that see bad police do something and say nothing. Yes, okay. That does happen. Very much so. And that's something that needs to stop happening.
Well, Kenny, my question to the panel is this. How many on the panel wear a badge and are police officers?
I do.
How many on the panels wear the badge?
did.
Because you know what? My family members tell me that they
Did you not just hear me?
see the division. So, you know what?
Yes.
Unless you wear a badge
No.
or
She
your
don't mean
family
nothing.
member wears a badge, how can you understand where the division is?
Okay, so there was a simple question that was asked earlier, Peanut. The question was, you made a comment about the blue line. And the follow-up question was, well, what about the blue line do you think causes divide? Right?
And still haven't been answered.
Still waiting for that answer, Peanut.
Still has not been answered.
Well, you know what? And Asian, and I adore you. I think you're absolutely amazing. You're one of the nicest guys out there. But,
unless the resistance is attacking me.
Yeah, and I love the resistance because
Just kidding.
He's always treated me with the utmost respect, and so I'll never change my mind.
I'll donate some money to him later. Make him feel better.
Well, actually, I've never donated to. Unlike what people say, I've never donated to the resistance. So, but anyway, I just made tonight. But anyway, everybody has got this. How we should feel and how we shouldn't feel. And you know what? I don't know. I'm just kind of at a loss. And I think somehow we should all come together, support one another, get rid of the. I've been trashed by News Now Houston and all of them because I speak my opinion, and I'm not going to stop speaking my opinion.
And you shouldn't.
And you know what? Yeah, and you know what, Kenny Klein, and I'm going to say this because I love Carolina and Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. She goes, Peanut, you need to go see Kenny Klein. He's a good guy. And that's why I came to your panel, because she recommended you.
Well,
you know what?
Thank Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina and Fort Worth. You know what? We need to start get rid of the sexual molesters, the rapists, those who have convictions, against women, children, men, or whatever. Domestic.
Okay,
And
okay,
we need
Peanut.
to start exposing that.
Peanut. Okay, I get it, but that's really far off from the conversation we're having right now, and I kind of
I
want to
know it
stay
is,
on topic.
but I need to put it out there.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, that's something out there, and I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. But anyway, so yeah, what Asian was saying is, and what we've been waiting for I don't know the last hour now. We were talking about the thin blue line flag, and yet Peanut, Resistance, respectfully, both of you still have not given me reason why you think it's divisive.
Okay, let me tell you why it's divisive, and I thought I had explained that. We all live under the red, white, and blue. That is our flag. We have the POW flag, which is black and white. And the blue line flag is black. Sometimes the blue line is put through the American flag, the red, white, and blue. The American flag was not designed to have a blue line through it. And I don't mind. And let me say this: I don't
Not
mind.
true.
Let me finish. I don't mind if they have, the placards that they have, where it's black and white, and then they have the blue line. But do not put it on public property where we pay taxes, because it's a political statement. If you want to have it in your cubby or in your cubicle, you want to have it in your vehicle, you want to have it at your home, that's your freedom to do so. Do not put it on a publicly funded vehicle. Don't put it in a publicly funded building. Don't do it, because you're putting up a political statement, and our taxpayer dollars should not be paying for it. It's that simple. And hopefully none of you will disagree with me. Our tax dollars should not be paid for that blue line black thing.
Okay, show the proof that it was taxpayer money that paid for it. Majority of those are donated to the police department.
Well, that's fine, but listen, I did a video, and I covered blind justice, and if you look at my 3 videos that I posted, there was one of that, but I had 2 other videos that were actually more concerning. One was an individual illegally campaigning on public property, and then another one where there were dirty masks that were thrown on the ground, but yet were forced to wear them. And you know what? Nobody cared about that. I got 100 and something views on each one of them. But then Blind Justice, I got close to 1,000. You tell me what's important. Dirty masks on the ground, somebody campaigning illegally, that affects us more than Blind Justice's incarceration or his court date. But
okay,
yet
so
we got more views.
Okay, okay, Comfort. I'm sorry, Peanut. I get it, and I see what you're talking about now. Back to the flag, your argument for the flag. First of all, Peanut, you had something to say. Go ahead.
Oh, I was.
I'm not Peanut. I'm sorry. I meant Asian. God, I'm so confused right now. Asian, you had something to say. Go for it.
Oh man, I had a lot of things I wanted to say.
Well, while you get your thoughts together, we'll go
I
decide.
just want to say something.
Peanut, hold on. You just
you're
finished.
a wonderful individual, and no matter what you say, I'm always going to hold you in the highest regard.
Peanut, I don't lose any respect of you because of what happened today. Just know that. Just because your opinions differ from my opinions, I will never judge
Kenny,
you any
Wonder
differently.
Woman would like to speak also.
All right,
Okay?
so
and just so you know, and Kenny, just real quick, just so Peanut knows, my younger brother just retired after 22 years, NYPD. He retired at a sergeant rank. So yes, I do have family members that wore the shield.
All right, so Josiah, you had something you want to say real quick?
Yeah, I just want to say that if the thin blue line flag is as corrupt and covers all this tyranny in the police force, the American flag is just as corrupt because it covers all of the tyranny and corruption in the government. So it is really a moot point. I mean, it's just invalid.
That's a very great point, Josiah. I mean, yeah, when you think about it in the law, when you think about it, he's absolutely right about that. Now, before anyone responds to that, hold on. Wonder Woman, you have something you wanted to say. Go ahead.
Thank you. First off, I support the police, and there's one thing I want to make clear. There is good and bad in everything in this planet. So there's good and bad in government, good and bad in medical, good and bad in everything. Good and bad in police as well. But I tend to believe in the police because I've had only good interaction. Going to some of the things that Mr. Resistance has said, some of what he said, and please don't interrupt me because I try not to interrupt anybody else. A lot of what I've seen, and I will admit, my view is so entirely limited by where I've lived and the fact that I have lived a sheltered life completely. Is I see people, they get angry, they go from 0 to Mach 10 in anger, like almost instantly. I also will admit that every person on the planet has a profile. I have a profile. I'm a sheltered, white, spoiled chick. But I'm not all that. I actually was raised in a white family. My parents were middle class white America, but I'm as broke ass as you can get it. I haven't been able to get a job since 2018. So although I live in middle class America, I don't have anything to my own name. But you can still profile me. So profiling is something everybody on the planet has, and there's no escaping it. So I do get tired of hearing about profiling. I'm also tired of all of the violence that is going on, and everybody's getting away with it. All of the protesting that's going on is accomplishing absolutely nothing except allowing people to get away with being criminals and destroying people's lives. Period. All of the people doing it, they belong in prison, point blank. People are getting away literally with murder, and they're not being put on trial for it. They're being given excuses, and the wrong people are getting blamed for committing crimes that they should be told you were defending yourself and your property. That's just crazy. People are acting out violently, and they're not being held accountable for it. The police are having their bullets taken away from them. That's insanity. Point blank. These people are not protesting, they're not protesting peacefully. They're going and they're looting and they're robbing and they're assaulting people and they're burning things. That's a crime called arson. That's a crime called looting. That's a crime called assault. They're guilty, period. They're also, it's not about race. Every person that they're putting up on these pedestals are people that have criminal and drug backgrounds. They are not innocent. Live by violence, live by crime, die by the way you live your life. Period. It's not even a gray. It's black and white, and I'm not meaning racial black and white. I'm meaning good, bad, black and white. So, and to say that the street belongs to you, it doesn't belong to anybody. We just use it. It doesn't belong to me. It doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to the next door neighbor. It belongs to the country, and we just get to use it when we go outside. So to say that we own it because we pay taxes, no. It's shared by everybody. And I get tired of people just jumping immediately into your profiling me. That's bullcrap. That's the excuse of everybody. And I get tired of hearing it, point blank. If you don't want to be profiled, don't act like a profile. Get educated. Stop talking like a thug. Stop jumping from 0 to Mach 10 in anger. And stop, behaving like a thug. Period.
Okay. One moment. There's a lot to unpack with what you just said. All right, so I'm gonna start with first of all.
Now she's telling people how to behave, Kenny. She's telling people how to act. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That as a woman.
Let me talk here.
Show respect, and you'll be respected.
Here's the thing. As a lot of hold on, guys. Everyone have a chance to respond. I'm gonna go first, and then we'll go around the clock. Okay. All right. First thing, Wonder Woman. In regards to the protest, they are accomplishing some things. Are they accomplishing positive things? Some of them, yes. Some of them, not. Not all the protesters are looting. The media is showing all the looters because that's what they want you to see, because they want you to believe that these protests are all bad. There are people that are actually out there trying to protest, and their things are being changed. And what else did you say? You're talking about how they're talking about how you want people to live like about profiling. No, profiling is real. Profiling happens. It's not just a racial thing. It happens. It's a socioeconomic thing. Okay.
I have a profile.
When you're growing up in a poor neighborhood, whether you're white, purple, pink, yellow, whatever, you don't have the choice to go to a better school. You don't have the opportunity or woman, you don't have the opportunity to get all these things that you want them to get. It just is not available to you. So what are those people to do when they're tired of being profiled?
Not just that.
I think of those sort of things.
But you know what, Kenny? And I'd like to respond to this because, we're not just talking about law enforcement. We're now talking about panels and I love the community, and I actually love the majority of trolls, because if it weren't for the majority of trolls, with all the names that I've been called, if it were not for the trolls, then my name would not have been cleared. So, with all of the allegations made against me. But what I'm saying to you is this: women, and I know the resistance is going to get real ticked off at me about this, but women in the community, whether it's in the panel community or the auditing community, we are at the bottom of the barrel, and we are treated like garbage.
That's true.
Very true.
I agree.
And you know what?
I agree.
Corporate America.
Excuse me, I'm the perfect example of that. I have been trashed by News Now Houston. I've been trashed by Extra Good Citizen. I've been trashed by, and I don't know if you all saw the video on the Drama Dome with Jeff is here, and I live in North Carolina, and I'll dox myself. What he said about me, that I buy wrenches and that I buy control. I use my money to control people. Well, who the F are you? No, I am an independent woman. I make my own decisions. And resistance knows this about me. Stop with your bullshit. Stop trashing women. I'm really sick and tired of it.
All right, resistance, go ahead.
Well, I'm not clear on actually what you were speaking about when you said, some people don't have a choice to what school they go to, but that's not just it. Like, I don't know if you were talking about minorities, black people specifically.
I'm talking about people who are in a poor social, like either they're in the hood or they're in like a trailer park. They're in an area where they don't get good education because it's a poor area. I'm not specifically talking about minorities.
Poverty isn't always a race thing. It's a
That's the thing.
happenstance thing.
Excuse me, Miss Privileged Lady. I wasn't talking to you. I just told him that
Excuse me,
I wasn't.
Nevaeh's counseling service. You can kiss my ass.
All right, go ahead, Resistance.
I wasn't sure what you were saying, but it's just not in that area. It's in health and everything. You know, healthcare, especially for black women. Especially for black women. Y'all call me racist or whatever, but it's the truth. Black women at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to being treated for serious illnesses.
Yeah,
So,
no, and I totally agree with you. I was just using the education because she specifically brought up get a better education. That's the only reason I brought that up. But no, you're absolutely right. It's in all areas. If you're poor, you're not going to get the best of anything. That's just the way it is. That's the way the world is. We live in a society where
to fight harder.
Kenny, may I say something?
Excuse me, to Nevaeh counseling service.
Hold on,
and you
Peanut.
better
Okay,
prove that I lie.
we've got a lot of people going. So hold
Don't
on,
get down in your chat.
Lavender,
Accuse
go ahead.
somebody of lying without proof that somebody is lying. That's not.
Okay.
I don't
Relax.
speak ignorant, so I don't have a comment.
Kenny, may I say something? And then
Well,
I'm
no,
going to.
Lavender, you said you want to say something from the woman about what Wonder Woman said.
No, I didn't.
You know what? Nevaeh's counseling is expressing exactly what I've said, where you attack women, you call women liars. If a woman is telling the truth, she's not telling the truth. She is automatically a liar.
Peanut, okay. Just ignore whatever's going on in chat.
We're on the
Let's
internet.
focus on. Let's just focus on what we're doing here.
Well,
okay?
you know what? Well,
Now,
how about starting to say women deserve to be respected, and when women have an opinion, it should be respected. And just because they have an opinion doesn't mean they're lying.
That's a given.
Yeah,
it's a given already. We don't need to say that just because one person is chatting. That's what I'm saying. It's a given, so we don't need to restate that. But if one person is chat arguing against it, then you shouldn't react to that one person because the majority always wins. With that said, I'd just like to make a comment and then I have to leave. And I appreciate all of you. Hate begates hate. Violence begates violence. Toughness begates a greater toughness. Returning violence for violence multiplies violence. Adding deeper darkness to a night already devoid of stars. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light.
Socrates! Listen to Socrates!
All right, Socrates.
Who the fuck is he?
By the way, it's not Socrates. It's
I'm calling you Socrates.
That was
I'm calling you Socrates.
Okay, let him finish. Go ahead, Agent.
That's it. That's all I wanted to say. You know what?
All right.
I guess ignorance is bliss sometimes.
Well, anyway,
I love you, Asian.
I'm getting ready to chime
Later,
out.
Asian.
Asian, I love you. I think you're great, and I
Bye.
will always hold you in the highest regard.
Kind of change he made, and you.
All right, he's still going.
And by the way, Resistance, just so you know, you asked me what I do. What I do is I vote for my next president. What I do is I donate my time and my money to charities. What I do is advocate for the needy. Okay? And what I do is I use YouTube communities like this to share my opinions in hopes that at least I can educate one person. That's what I do. I don't need to pound the pavement like you do. Keep up the good work.
You ain't teaching nothing. You ain't doing the motherfucking thing. Go write a book.
Okay, so anyway, let's I don't know where we were. So we were talking about what Wonder Woman was saying. Does anyone else want to chime in about what Wonder Woman
I'd like to ask a question to Resistance.
Oh God. What's up?
No, this is a serious question. When you say you teach, how do you teach?
I never said.
What do you do to try to? Because I'm curious. I mean, I've never met you till tonight.
In between filming, so you want a detailed thing of what I do?
No, just
in between recording when there are incidents. In most incidents where I record is in the hood, I always talk to the people that's around, and I let them know if you're not committing a crime, and you're standing on a public sidewalk and you're being forced to leave for no reason, you don't have to leave. And I think it was Lavender that said, no, it was, I'm sorry, it was Wonder Woman who said that stop being thuggish and stop, being, what did you say, Wonder Woman? What was the things that you said?
If you don't want to be viewed as a profile, don't behave that way.
Wow.
Which I believe, because I was raised Jewish, and if I don't want to be perceived a certain way, I don't behave that way. I judge myself extremely harshly.
Well, Wonder Woman, I love hip hop. I dress hip hop. I talk hip hop. I guess I'm gonna be profiled for the rest of my life.
And that's your choice.
Wow.
I mean,
so any type of decision that I make that's not of public opinion, then I gotta, any type of decision that I make personally that is not of your opinion or public opinion, then I have to receive tyranny and corruption. Basically. That's what you're saying. So I should act more like you.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying take responsibility for personal choice. I take personal responsibility for my choices. My life is extremely effed up. Extremely effed up. I have made really bad decisions in my life, and I am suffering for it right now. I am, believe it or not, I am suffering for it right now in ways that I never thought I would. And
but what I'm saying to you is you can't tell people don't act a certain way, don't dress a certain way, or don't indulge in certain things, or else you'll be profiled. Well, last I knew, we live in America.
No, what I'm saying is if you don't want to be treated in a certain way, then don't act in a certain way. If you don't want to be perceived as an angry person, don't act like an angry person. If you don't want to be perceived as a person who doesn't shower for 3 months at a time, then take more frequent showers and have better hygiene. If you don't want to be perceived as
I never told you I didn't want to be perceived as angry, because I am angry, and I think all of y'all know that. And there's nothing wrong with being angry. But I wanted to jump to what you said. You said if you do certain things, if you're around certain areas or certain places to get locked up, then it's on you. No, that's not true. That's not true. Majority of the hoods in this country has the most violence, has the most drug dealing, and there are also multitudes of kids coming out of those communities and excelling. So if they're hanging with their friends on a corner and he got his baseball cap on and he's dressed like a hip hop rapper or something, you mean to tell me, oh, that's what he gets for being like that? For doing that?
Yep.
That's what he gets?
It shouldn't be.
Who said yup? Who said yup?
That was me.
Carl Quincy, you're a piece of shit, bro. You're a piece of shit. You're real shit. I'm gonna tell you why you're a piece of shit. Because you're a fucking racist. Actually, you're a fucking racist for real, for real. I'm gonna tell you why. The example that I made was in the hood, and I said that if a person is hanging with his friends, oh, that's Taze up there. Oh, Taze, man, you can. Taze, we can have our one-on-one.
We can't understand what you're saying, Taze.
That's because he got shit in his mouth, and he's always talking about homosexual things. So when you talk about homosexual things a lot,
can't hear you, Taze.
Then you talk like you got shit in your mouth.
Okay, now here's the thing. Back to what you were saying, Wonder Woman, about. Okay, now I don't agree with. I think the Resistance had a good point where he was talking about there's a lot of kids that are in the hood that do excel. Now, a lot of times, those kids, they don't get into the same things. They get certain opportunities. They get things like that to help them get out of the hood, make themselves better. Sometimes they pick themselves up by their own bootstraps and do it. And yes, I agree. Just because somebody likes hip-hop, just because somebody dresses in a certain way, a hip-hop style, they should not be judged by what they wear. They should be judged on their actions. Just the way all cops should not be judged by what they're wearing and the stuff that and that type of stuff. It's the same logic. If you believe that all cops should be judged for the actions of one, then you should feel the same way when it comes to anybody that dresses in a hip hop style. Does that not make sense?
Right, but I will say this also: women will be judged by how they're dressed.
No, agreed.
But here's the thing: there is reality that you cannot change, and you have no choice but to accept it. It is the serenity prayer, point blank, and you have no choice but to accept it is real. And you can bang your head up against a wall for 1,000,001 years before you accept that wall isn't going to break down.
But that's the thing. It is gonna break down. When people talk about it, people get the right people in government to get rid of some of these things. They will be broke down. You don't have to just accept it as a fact. You can get it changed.
But you have to know what will change and what won't change.
That is something that will
and you
change.
have to understand what is important to change and what is not important to change.
How is that not important to change? Do you want women to be judged by what they wear all the time? That's not important for change for you?
I would rather change how children are treated, how children are helped medically, how children are protected from abuse. I would rather focus on that.
You'd rather focus on all that. So basically what you're saying is you want to make sure the children get better medical care so they can grow up and be judged by all these different ways. That doesn't
I would
make
rather
sense.
make sure they get better medical care. I would rather make sure that they don't get abused sexually, physically, all 9 yards. I would rather make sure they get better education. I would rather focus on the important stuff. The clothes, that's bullshit. That's just.
Which is why it needs to be changed. Right?
Hey,
if it's bullshit, it should be changed. Go ahead.
Okay, can I address a couple things? Because I've been waiting down there for quite some time and I couldn't get up.
Talking.
Okay.
All right, first thing, someone brought up, police don't hold themselves accountable. They don't hold each other accountable. You just don't see it. Police have to fill out reports on each other all the time. It's just like when I was in TSA, we had to fill out reports on each other. You just don't see it. It's not going to be reported in the press every day. Officer Smith had to write a report on Officer Jones. You're not going to see it. It happens. It happens almost daily in departments. Yes, there is a camaraderie because you're in the same job. You're treated like crap. And so you go through that same experience, and there is that type of brotherhood, but you also do report the bad apples. It does happen. Second of all, let's see here. Which other thing do I want to talk about first? Resistance. What have you accomplished? What have you done? I keep hearing, you've done this, done that, but what have you actually accomplished?
No, you didn't keep hearing me say I've done this, I've done that. I said one thing. I passed the message on about people learning their rights. My people, specifically. That's important to me, okay? So when I see police officers hopping out their car, telling people to leave, and I wanted to say something about Wonder Woman. She had said, people out there using drugs, people out there dealing drugs. Let me tell you something. Nobody is committing crimes every minute of the day.
I didn't say anything about drugs. I know drugs go on everywhere.
All right, well, let's take the drugs out. But that's what I'm doing, Taco. That's what I'm doing. I'm out there. It's all about me and my folks. Me passing the word on, word of mouth. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Grassroots, little small steps. I don't got to jump out the window of the airplane. I'm cool with what I'm doing.
What is it you're doing? What is the message you're saying?
I just told you. I'm teaching.
What is the
their
message?
Rights. I'm teaching people their rights. That's what I'm doing. One of the most important things that I can do, because a lot of these people don't know their rights and they get taken advantage of. and they get caught up in the system, and they get put up in probation for years and years, but then for something that they didn't even do. Well, why don't y'all guys think that's important? Why is it so? Why is it what I'm doing so small? How come? Because I'm spreading the word around. Why is it not important?
I have no problem with you doing it. It's the delivery that I find an issue with at times.
That's why Kenny has this panel, because he don't like what people do. That's your problem.
When you're going all up in cops' faces and swearing and everything like that,
again,
I haven't.
That's your problem.
Yeah,
That's your
I
problem.
have a problem with doing it with anger, rage, and disrespect. That's what I have the problem with.
The final time, that's your problem. That's your problem. You don't have to pay attention to what I do. You can skip, dip, and unsubscribe. Excuse me, wait a minute. I'm not done talking, privileged lady.
Okay.
You can skip, dip, and unsubscribe if you don't like what I do. The people who like what I do, they appreciate it. They appreciate. I got people coming up to me, yo, man, I never knew this. I never knew that. I never knew that I could do this or I could do that. When I watched your video, that's where I learned it from. See, and let's just clear something up with all your subscribers, Kenny, and people in the chat with the women's shelter. Stop the propaganda. It was a men's and women's shelter. Okay? And to clear it up, I come from shelters, okay? And y'all want to know my reason for recording shelter? It had nothing to do with I think I said this to you earlier, Kenny. Last time we had a conversation. It was very early when I was auditing, and I recorded that shelter. Now, if I would have thought about it a little bit more, I probably wouldn't have, because of the debates and issues that everybody has, being as though they saying I'm trying to expose women. Y'all can say I'm trying to expose women, y'all call me a pervert, whatever. I know who I am. And my issue is that I come from shelters, and I know what shelters do. The conditions are very poor, very low for the common people that go there, and they skim straight from off the top. You got the directors, the assistant directors, they all take from off the top, especially the spiritual shelters, like the Catholic shelters and stuff like that.
Oh, of course.
I've been there. So when y'all want to say, why am I filming shelters? Because it's where I come from. I've been to shelters, and I know how they are. So y'all can continue on with the pervert, and I'm a Taze. Old Taze want to talk about, I like to be a pervert and record women at women's shelters. It had nothing to do with that. Now, if I would have put some more thought process into it and thought about it a little bit more, maybe I wouldn't have done it. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't regret what I did, because what y'all trying to make it is, it's not.
Okay. I want to put a fact out there for the entire panel. I found out something very interesting a long time ago that some may know, some may not know. When you have an old cell phone, did you know that you can, when you're ready to replace it, you can donate it to a shelter or to the police, and they can wind up donating it to women to use as an emergency phone if they ever need to dial 911?
Okay, and here's the thing, Resistance. You did say that before. The last time we talked, you talked about how you kind of regretted it a little bit, and you probably wouldn't have done it. But here's the thing: what you're just talking about, how the conditions of shelters. Let me pose this to you: what would have brought more attention to that fact? What you did, or if you went up to there and tried to interview somebody that worked there? What would have gotten that point across more?
Okay. Either way, Kenny. My style is just standing out in front of the establishment and recording to see how to see how I'm going to be treated. It's all about me. It's all about me at first. It's all about me. It's all about how I'm be treated.
I understand that, but how does that bring awareness to the fact of the conditions that are inside these shelters that you were just talking about you wanted to expose.
There was supposed to be many follow-ups, but I got so bashed by it. I also put in the video I did on you, I also put at the end, a couple comments on how bad the conditions were, how poorly people were treated in the shelter.
Why did you put that in your original video?
Never came up. Never came
So,
up. Never
so
came
then,
up. Never, and once again, it had to be what, my 6th or 7th video.
Okay, so you're new at it. You're new at it. Okay, I get it. But my point is, the point I'm trying to bring up is you're bringing this up as kind of reasoning why you did it, but you never got to that.
It was personal for me. It was personal for me.
To me, the only reason being personal is maybe you were treated a certain way, so now you wanted to make them look bad, and that's the best way to make them look bad you thought of, because you're early in your career.
I didn't make them look bad, Kenny. They made themselves look bad.
You weren't really looking into the political aspect of it as much as maybe you are now. But now, but now, would you release that video again? The same way? The exact same way? Or would you put
it's still there. It's still up.
But would you go back there and film the exact same way and still try and talk about
Yes, I would, and I would be more detailed.
Okay, there you go. That's what I was trying to get at.
Very more detailed.
That's what I was trying to get at. Okay, that's fair.
So you would still illegally try to film inside that window?
It's not illegal. I'm on the sidewalk, dummy.
It doesn't matter.
Why can't you?
It is illegal.
Law?
There is a reasonably.
It is not illegal.
There is a reasonably assured. Let me talk. Let me talk. Resistance. There is a reasonably assured privacy that gives them a protection.
Really?
Yes.
The onus falls on them. They need to put 10 on their windows if they don't want nobody recording from the sidewalk.
No, there is a reasonably assured privacy. It is. I forget how it's phrased, but that is what falls under
a reasonable expectation of privacy. Is,
reasonably assured. Yeah.
Yeah. On them.
Of privacy.
No, it's on you.
No, it's not. I'm in the public.
It doesn't matter.
They have a reasonable expectation of privacy being inside that shelter.
Yeah.
A reasonable expectation of privacy being inside from people on the outside because they are inside. He don't even know the
law. He don't know what he's talking about.
Well, I know.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
That came straight. That came straight from a lawyer.
Your lawyer's trash. I'm in public, bro.
Right. He's absolutely right. Shelters are different. Resistance. They're
it's
privileged.
A public shelter.
They're still privileged.
Hold on. Let me see if I can
get
Artie.
They're there to protect people. They're there to protect people, dude. That's what they're there for.
But no, it's not there to protect anybody. If they want to be protected, they got to go into a private shelter. It's not there to protect anybody. It's there for them to be housed and fed. I'm on the sidewalk. I can record whatever I want. He's not going to tell me.
On the outside.
Yes.
On the outside, not what is on the inside, on the other side of the window.
I don't hardly ever go into any establishments unless they government, federal, or state.
No, but that doesn't mean you get to stand on the outside and aim your camera to the inside. That means you get to aim your camera outside, away from the windows, not inside to what's going on inside on the other side of the windows.
Yes, I can, because the onus falls on them to protect their privacy.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Before you go...
Y'all gonna make me go and do this shelter again. I'm about to do this shelter again. This will be the third time. This will be the third time I did the shelter. I'm sorry, Kenny.
Why don't you...
Kenny, I did do the shelter again. I did it on the live. I'm going to have to pick that out.
Why don't you... If you came through the shelter system, why don't you err on the side of respecting the people in there, just like you were in there, and look it up in a legal book and see if maybe, just maybe,
I already
you
know.
might be incorrect.
I can stand on the public sidewalk and I can aim my camera anywhere.
Look it up in a legal book.
How about this? if I was the pervert that you guys said I was,
We didn't say you were a pervert.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Kenny's whole this panel and his everybody in his chat.
Regardless,
let me just say something. If I was a pervert, like everybody say that I am, if I was in front of your house, Wonder Woman, and you were in your bedroom and your shades were drawn, and I was recording, doing some pervert shit that I'm not into, but I was recording you, I'm not going to get in trouble. You'll possibly get in trouble because she's exposing herself to the public.
You'll get in trouble.
That's where you're wrong.
Where's Josiah at? Where's Josiah? Is Josiah here?
Absolutely.
Is Josiah here? Is Josiah here?
You would be very much in jail, my friend, for something called peeping Tom.
Okay.
Yeah, you're wrong on that one, dude. You're way wrong on that one.
Fucking peeping Tom, you dickhead.
Before you go making further
that would be called her exposing herself to the public because she's.
I would say look it up in a legal book, my friend.
Yeah, you're
I would say
absolutely wrong on that one.
Black's Law in a legal book.
Would you suggest Black's Law?
Please tell me
that's
Artie
just
is coming up.
dictionary.
I don't know. What's up, Asian? Welcome back.
That is just simply a dictionary.
Kenny, I can't stay away.
I'm not a lawyer, but I know the difference between a dictionary and an actual legal code.
All right, Wonder Woman, you got me on that.
I totally respect the law, the rights, constitutional rights. I absolutely get it. Trust me when I tell you.
I'm not trying to get.
But what I don't
I'm
understand.
just saying you could be wrong.
But
I'm
what
just
I don't.
saying, give yourself the.
I'm gonna go back to the shelter. I'm gonna go back to the shelter, and I'm gonna do this for y'all. I'm gonna go back to the shelter, and like I said, Kenny, I did record that shelter a second time. It was in a. Oh my God! I think the live was about 6.5, 7 hours.
Resistance, because of how I've treated you so respectfully, will you do me the respect back and just go and consult a legal book, not Black's Law, a legal book, rather than going back to the shelter, because they may not know the laws perfectly. They're just going to be, some of them may be just volunteers. Would you do me that respect and look it up?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Of course.
I'm asking you respectfully.
Of course, because this has to do with me. Of course.
Okay.
Of course, I'm going to check it out.
Okay. Because I hear somebody that does want to do right in his community. I hear somebody. I may not agree with all of your methods, but hey, I don't live where you live. I haven't walked in your shoes.
All right, Wonder Woman. Asian has something he wants to say real quick. Go ahead, Asian.
I just don't know why why it's always about rights and it's never about the laws of morality. Because there is such a thing. Laws of morality. So if what and I respect. Hold on, can I just please get my thought out?
Yeah, let him
out.
finish.
Like I agree, you agree with me, but okay, that's cool, and I appreciate you. But just let me just get out what I need to say because I keep losing my train of thought. Thank you. So when Resistance says what he's doing for his people, I totally respect that. Being an Asian man, having been born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, I totally respect that. But I think from a watchdog perspective, it's the tactics that you choose to take. Because some can argue, Resistance, with all due respect, that the tactics that you use might get people killed if they follow suit.
No, I never asked nobody. I never told nobody to do what I do. I told you, I said...
Well, you said you're educating...
I said in between recording, I let people know about their rights.
Right.
What the police officer... I never told nobody to follow. I never, ever tell anybody to follow what I do. Never. I would tell auditors, hey, don't do what I do. I'm the one in the chat saying, hey, back up. You're a little too close to that cop. Or just stay right there. I don't know. I don't tell people, I'm me. And I don't care what y'all don't like. That's the thing. That's why I'm so much talked about. Because I don't care what y'all don't like. And y'all hate the fact that I don't bow down to y'all. Y'all hate it.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
How about this? Listen, if I got on this panel and start agreeing with everything y'all be saying, we'd be the best of friends. But it's always red tape and strike because I don't give a fuck about how y'all feel about me. And Kenny, you know that.
Well, here's the thing, Resistance. I don't feel one way or other about you as a person. I mean,
That's
I might not like
bullshit,
what you
Kenny.
do.
That's
No, that's
bullshit.
not bullshit.
Yes,
That's
it
not
is, because
bullshit.
you
No, it's
wouldn't be
not.
spotlighting me like you would in the rest of the other auditors.
Can I prove it to you?
You got a problem with what we do.
Wait a minute. No, it's as what you do that's different than you as a person.
That's right. And by the way, Resistance, before you got to Kenny's channel, because I think we were live for about an hour before, I actually threw you a few bones and gave credit where credit was due when Peanut first came in. And I said, I want to give credit where credit is due with the Resistance, because I think like a month ago or so, he came up to Kenny's panel and he actually had a cordial conversation with us. He was probably one of the very first 1A auditors that was able to come up here without rage quitting, without being disrespectful, and having a very cordial conversation with us. And because of that, I actually threw you a bone at the top of this panel before you got here. And guess what, Resistance? I still feel the same way about you.
All
You see
right,
what I'm saying?
Listen, Asian, I don't think, listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't dislike you, but I don't think you're doing anything to change anything. You're just talking. You're just talking,
can I ask you a question? Did you vote for a president this year, the Resistance? Yes or no?
Hold on one second.
You get real personal, Asian. That's
How's that a personal question?
What do you mean? How is that personal? Anybody who
wait a minute.
You're
okay.
Hey guys, can I interrupt 1 second, please?
Anybody who deems that personal, it's personal.
Wait a minute.
Like, y'all get on this panel and y'all think y'all can shoot any question to somebody and they gonna answer.
It was a simple question. You don't have to.
And I told you
all I asked.
Well, because you were personal, so y'all can take that how y'all want to take it. Y'all can take it as I didn't vote or I did vote.
Hey Kenny, I'm dropping down for Artie. Read my private message or whatever in the private chat.
You asked me a question earlier. What do I do? So I'm not an auditor like you. You're right. But I choose to use different tactics and methods, and one of which is to vote for the next president. So you asked me a question, I answered it, and I'm just asking you a question out of curiosity. Did you vote? You don't have to answer the question. You don't have to get all bent out of shape and defensive over it.
As a black man, I don't believe in voting. I don't think it works. It hasn't helped me in the 42 years that I've been on this earth. Has not helped me once. That voting shit. No, I don't believe in it. Another thing I think is a joke. Another thing I think is a joke. The Constitution.
I got a real quick question. Did you vote in the Frauditor tournament? Did you vote for yourself? Please tell me you voted for yourself.
No, straight up, no. I wanted to. I was going to vote, but I was going to vote for somebody else, though.
All right, got you.
But no, I didn't vote at all.
All right, so we got a few new people up on. Hold on, guys. We got a few new people that are coming on panel. I want to let them have a chance to discuss things. Chief Tuttle, welcome.
Hey, Kenny, how's it going this evening?
It's going all right.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Hey, Chief.
Happy New Year, Chief.
So you've been sitting back listening?
Hi, Chief.
Hey,
Chief. What do you think about what's going on?
Okay, what's the main question? I kind of came in just a few minutes ago, and I kind of came in mid-range, but
the main question was we were talking about the thin blue line flag. Still, we haven't answered that question, and now we kind of got off into different tangents.
Okay, what's wrong with the thin blue line flag?
I don't think we're ever going to get there because they right now the resistance is thinking that it's divisive, but him or Peanut has not given us any real reason why they think it is divisive. And we're still waiting on that. But
I don't think it's divisive. I think it's a symbol of loyalty for everybody who's served on the road, doing the job, doing law enforcement. I mean, that's like almost like the same thing of being in a fraternity during your college years. Everybody has a loyalty to a certain organization that they grew up with. Me, I grew up in law enforcement. So my symbol is the blue line flag. And I'll defend it, to the end, because it's just like the United States flag, the red, white, and blue, Old Glory. People have fought and died for that flag. Well, people have fought and died for our blue line flag. and it's the same thing. It just depends on your point of view.
You shouldn't be banned, Peanut. I don't understand why it's saying you're banned. I didn't ban you. I wouldn't ban you. I don't ban anyone. So I don't understand why it's telling you you're banned, because
Oh,
I
thank
definitely did
God.
not. I definitely did not ban you. Try again.
The panel's
Oh, you know what?
full.
There's 10 people. That's what it is. There's 10 people, and it won't let anyone else up. That's what it is. The panel's full. Sorry, that's what it is. The panel's full. You're not banned. It's just the panel's full.
Kenny,
No one
let's
can come
test
up.
it. I'm going to drop so she can come up. We'll test it.
Okay, because yes, you're definitely not banned.
Oh, God.
Asian.
All right, so Artie, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How are you doing? How's your New Year's going so far?
Go potty.
Oh, pretty good. Pretty lazy.
Oh, let's go potty.
Recovering
Good,
as
good.
usual, you know?
Good. So we've kind of been going off the shade. Now, you were saying in chat, and I actually looked this up too, and yes, if you're a lot of times if you're standing on the sidewalk and looking into someone's camera window that the shades are drawn, a lot of times, yeah, you're okay with that. But on certain states, you could be held liable, especially if you zoom into that window. You can be you can get at least in California, I think it's California, it's a voyeurism law.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that you can't get in trouble for those certain things. And we know how auditors love to zoom in to show what's really going on.
Yeah.
Well,
I know
not only that, but I mean, I tell you what, if you look in the wrong window of some teenage girl and her father has a shotgun, you may end up either in the ICU or you might end up in the morgue.
Sure. All right, go ahead, Artie.
I know that in Texas, they actually make it specific. In other words, they make the parts of the building specific. So, in other words, you could be standing on a public sidewalk, and if you're peering in through the blinds and through that, and that room is such as a bedroom or a bathroom, where again the expectation of privacy is there, then you can be cited for that as well, using a video camera to try and peer in. But I know in Texas that they're specific about the parts of the house that you're looking in.
And what state you live in?
Yeah, but who would want to do that to begin with?
What state you live in?
Hold on, Chief. Hold on.
What, me?
Yeah.
I live in New Jersey.
Oh, so how does that law apply to Jersey? You talking about Texas?
Oh yeah,
How
but New Jersey has its own peeping tom laws that doesn't have a specific requirement for the building. It can be any part of the house.
Right. So whatever state I'm in, I'll record according to the law when it comes to shelters or sensitive places like that. I'm in Massachusetts. And in that video, that cop lied. He said I would be charged for peeping Tom and be arrested. Peeping Tom is recording somebody in the privacy of wherever they are, a reasonable expectation of privacy, and recording them without them knowing. You have to be on private property to be charged with peeping Tom.
That's not how I interpreted Massachusetts state law, at least the state law. The state law is actually pretty specific, though. The state but the problem is the municipality, like the city of Boston, might have a harassment statute that may be more broadly stated than the state law. Because I know in the research I've done, there are certain town ordinances that have bylaws that include peeping Tom restrictions that are under the purview of harassment, of like criminal harassment, or I think criminal harassment, not disorderly conduct. I didn't see that, but criminal harassment. So I would suggest that if you're going to do what you're going to do, I would suggest you take a look at the city of Boston's bylaws as well as the state law to make sure that you're on the up and up.
Okay.
Real quick.
So,
real quick resistance. Peanut, as you can see, this is my banned guest list. There are no banned guests. You are not banned. I do not know why it's telling you you're banned, but can everyone see that? It says no banned guests, right? This is my StreamYard. There's no banned guest. It tells me who's banned, and you are not banned. No one is banned. So why you are not able to get on, I'm really sorry. Maybe try a different account. I have no idea why you're banned, because you're not banned from my end. That's for damn sure. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Resistance.
Now, I just wanted to know what criminal you said. I'm sorry. What did you say? Criminal, as far as recording?
Criminal harassment.
Well, what did I do that was criminally harassing? Did you see my video?
Yep.
What did I do that was criminally harassing?
You were looking inside a woman's shelter with a video camera and recording them.
You can't trespass my eyes.
I don't.
From public.
Okay, we've already established that it may not be specifically worded in Massachusetts, even though in Massachusetts you can actually do that, even if you're in a public spot. It just has to be very specific circumstance. I've already demonstrated to you that there are state laws in place that say even if you're on a public sidewalk, if you decide to use a video camera to peer into somebody's private residence, you can be cited as a peeping Tom.
And not only that,
this whole idea of you saying that my eyes can't trespass is bunk, because there are already validated state laws to say contrary to that.
No, fuck the law. You can't trespass my eyes from public. Well, I don't care what nobody says. That's my natural right.
You know,
that's my natural right. You got natural laws too.
Go fuck your natural laws of being able to peeping Tom.
It's not peeping. It's not peeping. Peeping Tom. Peeping is doing something. Dog.
What the fuck are you doing there?
Hold on. Let's make the division here of me publicly recording on a public sidewalk and me doing peeping Tom moves. Peeping Tom is doing some creepy pervert shit.
Like you're doing.
No, not standing on a public sidewalk. Not standing on a public sidewalk. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That's what y'all listen. That's what y'all want to go. That's what y'all want to go with to make me look bad. I already know the deal. That's what y'all want to go with. You think y'all want to start the propaganda that I'm trying to do
make
something?
You look bad, dude. You did it all on yourself,
bro. From a public sidewalk. Okay, well that's what the fuck you think then.
God. Please, Resistance. Please explain to me what is a women's shelter and what its purpose is.
Dickhead, it's a men's and women's shelter.
What's its purpose?
You fucking asshole.
What's its purpose?
For housing. For housing.
Housing
He's
who?
a fucking scumbag. Don't even fucking
Housing
listen.
for who?
For housing.
Housing for whom?
For the people that's going there.
And who are the people who are going there? Why are they there? Why do they need that place specifically?
The choices that they made. They need somewhere to live at.
Answer that question because you know it's going to fuck you up. Thank you very much.
You dumb motherfucker. If you're seeking refuge, you go to a private shelter. You a dickhead. You don't even know what you're talking about. If you're seeking refuge from being hurt or being abused, you have to go to a private shelter. You don't go to a public shelter for that, you dumbass.
Oh, you dumb motherfucker.
You know what the fuck you talking about?
Women
Sooner or later, this clown is going to go up to the wrong shelter and he's going to get his ass dealt to.
Give me your address to your house. I'll fly there.
Come to
Give me your address to your house, and I will record your fucking house.
And
I'm
please
not a
keep in
women's shelter, dude. I will knock the shit out of you.
Give me the. Oh, that's right. You out the fucking. Is you out the country? No, that's not you. Listen. Give me your job address and I'll be there. Guaranteed. Guarantee. And I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Nothing.
Big man.
You already know. Hey, privilege lady, you already know. You see my videos.
Big man wants to record.
And if you were still a fucking cop, I'll be talking to you the same fucking way.
You can
big
talk
man
all you want,
keeping
sweetheart.
Tom in a woman's shelter.
I don't watch your videos.
You're such a big man.
Men's and women's shelter. Stop the propaganda. Stop the propaganda. Men's and women's shelter.
Okay, guys, hold on. Yes, let's stop saying that it was only a women's shelter, because it was not only a women's shelter. It is a men's and women's shelter. It is a men's women's shelter, but that doesn't make a difference at all. Whether it's a men's and women's, whether it's a kangaroos, whether it's a lynxes, whether it's a mermaid shelter, it's a fucking shelter.
It is a place where people go when if they have been victimized by their spouses and their significant others. And then for you to come out there and record into them just because it's Marat's,
I didn't see none of them complaining. I didn't see one fucking client complain in the video. Not one client complained. You the one got the problem, and the bitch that worked behind the desk had the problem.
Doesn't fucking matter.
And look, hey, scratch your ass and get glad, bro.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Scratch your ass and get glad.
You earn and deserve every bit of bullshit you get out of here.
Fuck out of here. Matter of fact, give me the address to your job. I'll be there. Give me the address to your job.
What's up, Omaha?
Y'all send me the addresses to your jobs and I'll be there. Guarantee.
Right, because I want to get harassed.
Body bag, dickhead.
Yeah, you'll be there with your camera.
You keep talking body bags. You keep talking body bags. I'm calling your fucking bluff. Send me the address.
Okay,
right.
Place of business is fucking Afghanistan, asshole.
Yeah, you get fuck out of here. You's a bitch. You always been one, and you would never go out in the streets and do what I do. You'll just complain about it. So continue to be a bitch.
The only bitch in here is
I
you.
don't break the fucking law.
Okay, guys. All right, we got a little excited there. Let's bring it back down. Rules Fraba. All right, let's relax a little bit, okay?
Omaha's in chat.
Yes, Omaha's in chat. Did you want to come up, Omaha? Well, there's Peanut. See, I told Peanut she wasn't freaking banned. See, Peanut, I told you weren't banned.
I've already made my point. I've already told him, and I've already shown that he can get lawfully cited and arrested for doing what he's doing in the several states and possibly including Massachusetts, as long as he needs to look at the laws on it. So I've said what I needed to say. Even if we're going to go with he has the right to do it, he's still a scumbag piece of shit for doing what he did, and I'm going to stand by that because you know what? That's my opinion. Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for guiding me, Kenny.
Bye, piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Bye, bitch. Bye. Take care.
Hey, Omaha, you will be glad to know that you are in the finals for the Frauditor of the Year tournament. That's right. It's you versus Furry Potato. You're currently losing, though. But, that's still early. It's still early. The resistance is actually beaten by... You were beaten by... Who was he beaten by?
Kenny?
Furry Potato. Furry Potato beat you. That's right.
Yeah, Furry Potato beat me.
Which makes sense to me. Honestly,
Kenny, your pinned Streamlab doesn't work.
No, it's not a Streamlab. It's for the voting.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I kept hitting, and I was like, "My God, why can't I get up?" And
That's
kept showing an error. But you know what? Because I am a domestic violence counselor, and I went through the process. Folks need to understand there's a difference between the two, between a shelter and a domestic violence shelter. There's two different things. A domestic violence shelter will never be in the public domain, like on a main sidewalk. It's actually in a very obscure area. And even police officers are not allowed up to the building. They kind of have a cutoff, and they have to ring a bell.
Bitch, please.
Very, very secure.
Oh no, she's absolutely right, Carl.
That's absolutely
right, Carl.
Yeah, because that's a security issue. Yeah, and that's absolutely true.
You're right, but even in a men's and women's shelter, I've stayed at men's and women's shelter before, and they actually do have live-in programs at these shelters for people that are victims of domestic violence who do not want to or cannot afford to go to these other places that they can stay there for free. So,
and you know what?
Hold on, let me finish, please.
Okay.
Let me finish. All right, and yes, so for all we know, the shelter that the men's and women's shelter that the resistance you did visit could have these programs for people who are elected. For all you know, that could be there. They could be trying to hide from a husband, a deranged brother, a deranged. Yes, I've been at these places. I've worked at them before. There are people like that there. And they have programs specifically for this. So do not tell me no. I've been there. I've seen this.
Well, I've actually worked women's shelters before as security duty.
It's not just a women's shelter though. It's a men's and women's shelter. We need to stop that narrative.
I can only speak from
sorry,
my
but a
experience.
domestic violence
Okay, and I'm going to
shelter
tell you something.
is
When you're
not
working
a
in a
he,
women's
she.
shelter, you have to
It's a
protect the
she.
security of the clients at all costs because those clients' lives are at stake. It's
Exactly.
not
The onus falls on the shelter.
It's not a joke. You have to protect the client's security at all costs.
Exactly.
Because some of them have actually died because the goddamn people harassing them wouldn't stop. Now, I'm goddamn sick and tired of people who've never been police officers give their 2 cents on shit they don't even know. I've seen it happen.
Half y'all motherfuckers don't know the law. You don't know the fucking law. You don't know everything in the fucking law. Fuck out of here, man. Because you got a police officer, you supposed to. Half y'all dumb motherfuckers don't even know the law.
Yeah, you're the kind of people we used to rake in every Friday and Saturday night, take them up to the lockup.
I know all about revenue. I know. That's what y'all do. I know. You ain't saying nothing new. Raking them in. Raking them the fuck in.
Right,
you
we
piece
rake
of
it
shit.
in. Yeah, like,
Get the fuck out of here. You ain't listen.
If I get 12 more arrests, I get a free gun.
I'm looking for one of y'all motherfuckers to do a boxing match. Are you up for it?
Buddy, I'll fucking kick your ass, dude.
You up for it?
All right, guys.
Kenny, you going to sponsor it, Kenny? Kenny, can you sponsor it? Can you sponsor it, Klein? Me and Chief bitch ass Tuttle gonna be in the ring. And it's gonna be on your live. It's gonna be on your live, Kenny.
I'm real easy to find.
Guys, let's relax.
I'm
Chief,
real easy to find, scumbag.
Chief, let's relax. Okay, we're gonna relax.
Jerk. Fuck out of here. You fucking
getting
nut.
pretty yeah. So anyway, look. Here's the thing. You guys need to freaking realize, okay? It wasn't a woman's domestic violence shelter, okay? Get that out of your head. That's not what it was. It was a men's and women's shelter. Does that make a difference to me and to a lot of people? No. But let's stop referring to it as a woman's shelter because that is not what it was. Can we agree on that?
But they wanted to be that way, Kenny. They want to keep saying women's.
Hold the fuck on.
They keep saying that.
Can we agree on that? Everyone agree. It's a men's and women's shelter. Does it change your opinion? No. So why does it matter what we call it then? Because it's not going to change your opinion. So let's call it what it is, a men's and women's shelter.
Hey, Kenny. In the future, can you and I actually have a discussion without having 10 people on the issue of shelters and domestic violence and actually get the true facts? Because I mean, everybody has their thoughts and their feelings and their perceptions, but there are actual facts. And I think that's what we need to rely on.
Chief bitch ass Tuttle about to get his head wrung. You going to sponsor that boxing match, Kenny?
Well,
You're
you know what,
scumbag. You always want to put your camera through the window and do your thing. You know, you ain't man
I'm going to put
enough.
these gloves in your mouth. You're going to be eating gloves.
Whatever. Yeah, keep talking.
That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, keep talking, pal.
Hey, when can we do it, buddy? When can we do it? I want Kenny to sponsor it. I want it on his live, and I'm going to kick your fucking ass. When can we do it?
Let's hold up. Let's relax for a second. Hey, Resistance, how about this? Why don't we take a look at one of your videos? Can you suggest a video that we could all look at and we'll all critique it for you right here live? Can you request one?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Why don't we actually address the true issue of domestic violence? Why don't we address that instead of trashing one another? Let's address what's happening to the victims and what they're going through. Why don't we have a panel on what it's happening to them? Why don't we do that? Because you don't want to do that. Because you want to trash everybody else where there's absolutely no meaningful issue to this. How about let's talking about the real issue of domestic violence?
Well, Peanut,
let's
I had said
what we
that
can do as a community to help.
See you later, Kenny.
but you're not
All right,
willing
Carrie.
to do that. You want to trash one another. What
Peanut,
about
I
helping
had
the
said
victims?
earlier. I said earlier that was like one of my very earlier videos, and if I would have had a longer thought process on it, I most likely wouldn't have done it because of the fact that
Right. You know, Resistance, you and we had a brief chat about that. And I didn't feel what you did was wrong. But it also, what I felt that it was actually bringing the issue to the forefront, where that, everybody is under the perception that it's just women who are abused, but men are
Chief Tuttle get
also.
abused every
No,
day
let me
by his
finish.
wife.
Let me finish. Men are also abused in domestic violence. It's not just women. Let's have a serious discussion on the issue.
Hey, you're still all messed up, man. I don't know what's going on with your mic. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I've got to run through.
Can't hear you, dude. Hayes, you're roboting like a lot. Cannot understand you. Omaha.
What up, man?
Not much. What?
I mean,
it's not better, Hayes.
Hey, okay, you gotta drop down. But let me talk about, is Resistance on here, man? Let me talk about this issue, man, with him. All right.
Oh God.
Damn, dude.
Hayes, we can't hear you, dude.
You need to drop down, bro.
All right, Kenny, I'm gonna drop down. Let somebody else come up.
You're roboting, Hayes.
Hopefully, we can talk about the real issue of domestic violence across all areas. But y'all just want to annihilate one another.
No, wait. Domestic violence is serious. No, it is a serious issue. I would love to hear you talk about it. I just came up here to talk to you.
We will. It's just we're not going to do it on this show here. Everyone's already worked up. It wouldn't go very well. We need to do it when everyone's calm and fresh.
Can I have a few words to Omar real quick?
Dude, I just got on here, man.
What's up,
I got
Omar? What's up, bro?
I got a few words for you.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, but let me go on the defense for Resistance, all right? Constitutionally, hold on.
You defend.
Want a peanut? Let Omaha talk. Let Omaha talk.
Oh my God, dude.
No,
Resistance.
Let Omaha talk.
The Resistance because
go
you're
ahead.
not in the same ball field.
Go ahead. I am actually, you're right. I'm better, but
no, the Resistance is better.
Hey, I'm sorry, I had to do that. But seriously, I'm gonna go on defense. I'm gonna go on defense for him, though, man. See, here's the thing. Resistance has the right to take pictures from a public sidewalk. It doesn't matter what it is, what building it is. You guys might get mad at that, but the truth is, he has the right to do it. Constitutionally, legally, he has the right to do it. That's his legal right to film from a public sidewalk. Now, if he went on the property and filmed inside, then we have an issue because then the legality of it, he's trespassing. If they tell him to leave and all that other stuff, man. So Resistance didn't do nothing wrong, really. Morally, it's still his right to film, so it doesn't matter. Man. I mean, I can't go against the Constitution, man. I'm not the feeling. I'm not. Wait, what's that?
It says Resistance trying to come on, but he's already here. Are you there,
I'm
Resistance?
here. I have one out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, I wouldn't have did it, but I wouldn't have done it. I mean, actually, I have done it in the past when I first started.
Oh, Omaha.
But I wouldn't have done it now.
You're just a little itty bitty weasel.
So why does everybody gotta hate on me, man? I'm just
because you know what? You are immature. You have no idea what you're talking about. You know nothing, and you want to make a comment about what you think you know. You're a jerk.
You know what? It's your opinion. You have a good day, man.
That's
okay?
right. It is my opinion. And you need to grow up, and you are not in any way, shape, or form in the same ballpark as the Resistance.
I know, because I'm better.
You do.
I know because I'm better. I'm the best.
No.
I gotta respect that. I gotta respect that. Hey, he can't say nothing less. He can't say nothing less.
Yeah, he's not gonna say he's shit. That's true. He's not gonna say he's a shitty auditor.
Yeah. I mean, I have
Omaha, you need to grow up because
All right, so
you're just
Omaha,
still a little boy.
so you defend Resistance for filming.
So I think Omaha got a lot of room to grow, but that's good.
Agreed.
He's young, and he got time on his hands. He has time to learn. So if some people think that he's immature, childish, that's fine. He's still out there,
I'd
and
like
hopefully,
to put my foot up his rear end.
huh?
Because he's being a jerk.
No, what I'm just saying is that Omaha got plenty of time to learn. Like put all the childish things aside and the immaturity aside. He's still out there doing his thing.
Resistance. He's not willing to learn. He is got a big head. He's not willing to listen to anybody or hear what anybody has to say. He doesn't like criticism, and he's a big bonehead.
I have to disagree with you on that. I think a lot of people took advantage of him.
Well, Resistance, I love you, but we're going to disagree.
I personally think it's a little bit of both. I think he definitely was taken advantage of, but I still think he's making some of these wrong decisions on his own. But again, he's young. I'm sorry. I mean, actually talking like he's not here. Omaha, you are young and you can get better and you can be productive. I honestly think you can, but you really need to stop letting people take advantage of you. That's just like
Omaha, I just want to tell Omaha, listen, man, keep going out there, doing what you're doing. I'm not necessarily talking about the childish or immaturity things that happen, but keep doing what you're doing. Most importantly, stay away from these clowns, man. Seriously, they don't care about you. They want to expose. They want to capitalize off you. If you got to take time off for a minute, take some time off, bro. But keep doing what you're doing and keep your circle tight. If you can't keep it tight, then keep it just you.
You're right about that, man. I appreciate the criticism.
I love you, bro. So you be making me mad in some videos, but I love you. I'm gonna tell you that. I love you, bro. Seriously. And separate yourself from them cops, man. Stop being so close to them cops.
You're right, man. I'm sorry. Look. I can't help it. I like to get close I feel like when I'm talking to the police, I'm trying to create that personal bond. So I like to get real close to make them feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like they do me. Like they try to go hands on. I like to get in there real close. I want them to understand what it feels like to be harassed. I get close, bro. But I want them to feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel personal to them. They're like my friends,
Just be safe with what you do.
A
tactic of mine is always keep my feet moving.
You're right. Sometimes I back up, but I don't. I film because somebody has to take the risk. I'm black, so I got an advantage. And I know, look, guys, I'm tired of using the race card too, but I have an advantage.
I'm not.
Quiet, lady.
I'm a white woman. What's the difference?
She quiet. I'm still talking.
Don't tell me
you already disrespected me.
You're a black
man. I'm letting it fly. I'm letting it fly. I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to explain something here. All right, it's serious. It's serious out here when I'm trying to explain.
It's serious, but
it is serious.
Don't call in the race card.
You heard it all.
Let me explain. Look. Oh my God, dude, this lady, dude. Oh my God. Look.
Oh,
I have an advantage. I'm going to talk. All right. I have an advantage because I am who I am. Right. Cops see us more of a threat. I can't help that a cop sees us as more of a threat. I can't help that. I was born this way. I can't help it at all. Right. So the theory is on that is that I have an advantage in the audit community because of my color. Because the fact is the police do not like. No. Excuse. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. They do not like people of my skin color You know what I'm saying? Because they fear us. They think that, hold on. They think that all people of skin color have guns. They think we're thugs.
They can't stand me in there, can
They can't stand a man with colors. They think we're criminals and thugs.
Wait. Hold on. Let me understand what you guys are talking about here. So basically, essentially, what you guys are saying is, Omaha, what you're saying is, you have an advantage auditing because you are African American, because the cops fear you.
And
They think you have a
I
gun.
gave you a bone
They
or
think
something.
you have.
About your bone. I still
They
think
think
you a clown.
you have a gun.
You talk useless rhetoric.
And
useless rhetoric.
Here we go. So I wasn't done yet. I let you talk. Now allow me to talk here. Yeah, maybe. All right, thanks. So they say you have a gun. They think you have a gun, and that gives you a benefit. How does that help you as auditor?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Now, what I'm
That's
saying
exactly
is,
what you said. That's exactly what you said.
Can I explain it though? Let me explain.
Maybe
Because
explain it.
hold on, I'm about to. Go ahead. You know what? No, go ahead. Do your
That's
thing.
not me. Who is that?
Yeah.
I want that someone going in the background.
Look, I have an advantage because you see the truth.
Oh, Jackie, good citizen.
You know what? It's all good, man. I don't want to talk anymore.
No, wait, hold on, Resistance. Hold on. There we go. Go ahead. I muted him. Go ahead.
It's all right. Look, so what I'm saying to you guys is the trueness always comes out because most of the police, they're trained to fear the black man.
That's not
right?
true.
No,
Where's
no.
your proof? Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Go ahead.
Look at the videos on. No, look at the videos online. All right, the videos when you see a white man open carry, and there's two comparisons, right? You see a white man. You see that video online, right? Where they're side by side. A black man open carries, he gets guns drawn. A white man open carries, and it's all big ass conversation. How you doing? Hey, buddy, old pal, right? The police officers are trained to fear the black man. Now, I'll give you a reason for it. No, I'm going to give you a reason. Hold on. It's because most black people, no offense, this is the truth. It's the statistics, right? Most black people are in gangs. They are out here gang banging. They are out here slighting, doing drugs, out here, throwing it up, gang signs. They do that. So the police, under their impression, because they see that a lot, they assume that this black guy either has a gun or he's a criminal of some kind. Because us, as mine, because I don't do those things, but as a lot of black people, they tend to do those things, and the police perceive every black person. Not every black person is like that, but what the police have seen, they see that black people are more of a threat.
Okay,
because white people will talk and. Go ahead.
I'm gonna stop real quick. I'm gonna prove you wrong right here. I'm gonna show you an audit, a Second Amendment audit of an African American male, and since they're gonna pull a gun on every single time a black man goes around and open carries.
I didn't say that.
To me, hold on.
It's
pretty much what you said. And now let's watch this. You see the screen, yeah? All right, here we go. Check this out.
Pretty no. Infants cannot enter a contract because you don't have the mental capability to understand full disclosure. Oh my goodness. Woo. Okay. Hey, let me get my body camera going. All right. And how you doing, officer?
Doing good.
Doing the Second Amendment audit here.
All right, sweet.
And who might I have the pleasure of talking with?
I'm Officer Henson.
Officer Henson, may I shake your hand?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
All right. Calhoun Police Department. All right.
That's correct.
And your badge number is?
49.
49. This is my first little audit.
There you go.
There you go. I messed it all up. All right. I'm here speaking with Officer Henson of the Calhoun Police Department. And he has stopped to have a consensual conversation.
Omaha, is there any guns drawn here?
Hold on a second though.
Are
But
there any
here's
guns drawn?
here's the thing though. Here's the thing. All right. The cop either knew what he was doing. A lot of cops know now. They know what they be doing because the camera set up and the equipment. He has cameras all over. So they knew he was doing some type of audit. They knew that. That's why he came out like that. Now, if you look at the first video that I was talking about, where the guy didn't have cameras decked out like he does.
No, but there was a camera around.
No, but he had a camera, he had a body cam, and somebody must have called in and he reported all those details to the police officer, and he knew.
Same thing in this instance.
But
my point is you can't use. No, all right, look, I get what you're saying, but my point in what I'm saying is you can't use the fact that cops fear African Americans because that's not necessarily true. Are there some that do? Sure. There's some that probably fear fucking snakes and spiders too. Okay,
I don't like spiders, man.
Cops are human. Cops are human. Cops are human. They have fears too, right? And that's just the way things are. You can't use that card. Okay, it's a card that you cannot use anymore.
Well, I'm trying. Look, man, I'm trying my best not to use it. I haven't been using it in audits that I've done recently. I've tried my best. I think what it is too is I've gotten used to saying it, but this is just the way I feel. You know, like I'm not wrong. I just feel that way. But I've tried. People are getting mad, so I've dialed it back. All right, and I apologize to anybody for using that card. All right, even though I feel some type of way, even though I see racism, I'm going ahead to be the bigger man, and I'm going to ignore the racism. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to block it out of my mind like it doesn't exist, because that's what I'm going to do.
I wouldn't suggest blocking out racism either way, because that's not a way to get it removed. Now here's the thing, people do not like, racism is a bad thing. It needs to be stomped out. It needs to, it doesn't need to happen. But like I said, I think you're young. I think you can get better at what you do. But just stop with the racism card so much, man. You can't use that. I mean, I know when you get angry, it's easy little ways for you to talk and get things, but just stop, man. There's better ways to get your point across.
I see it a certain way, man. So I feel how I feel. I'm just not going to talk about my feelings. That's how, and I see, like, if you walk in the store and you got somebody following you constantly because they think you're stealing something when you're not, you've been shopping at this store for quite some time, how would you feel? If you're at Walmart and you've been going to this Walmart for years, right? And you see this one lady, lady or man following you, and you know she's following you, how would that make you feel? Wouldn't you think that maybe that would play a role into it? You've been going to the store for a long time. You've been shopping. You ain't never stole a damn thing from that store.
I've had it happen, and you know what I do in those situations? I take them all around the store. I make a game out of it. I don't get pissed. I make a game out of it. If they want to follow me, great. They're going to follow me around the whole fucking store. I'll go around, say mile. Maybe I'll even say hey to them. I just let them know I know they're watching me. It's not a big deal. Go ahead, 101.
At this point, all you see all over the place is people crying racism, and it's gotten to be Peter and the Wolf. It's starting to fall on deaf ears, and everybody's starting to yell, "Oh, another person crying racism. Film at 11." So I'm with what you said, with, take them around the store and just chalk it up to another person being an idiot.
Pretty much. You can't change the way they feel, and if they do something stupid, then you get them doing something stupid. If they don't, then it's their prerogative. They're going to do what they want to do. I mean, if you really want to take it to a higher level, though, I probably think it would be hard to prove that they're doing it because they're racist. But you possibly could do it, but it'll be a hard thing to prove. But yeah, just have fun with it when you see something like that happen. Don't let it bother you so much.
I grew up in my family, my dad and my uncle, they used to sit down every Friday night. We'd have coffee night, and they grew up in a generation of, they would sit down, and between the two of them, it'd be spicks and niggas, spicks and niggas, spicks and niggas. I toned it out. I was like, that's their generation. Thank God it ain't me.
Okay, let's not use that word anymore.
Yeah, you can't. Wait, she used the N-word?
Let's not use that word anymore.
Don't do that. Don't
No,
do.
that
I
was
mean,
what
you
they
know.
were saying. I said I
But
told
that's
them
not cool
out.
enough. But that's not cool. People literally die for using those type of words, man.
Well, no, that was them, and I tuned
But
them out.
if they were to say that around me, I probably would do something to them.
I know, but that was my Jewish family. They said it. They're both dead now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Okay.
Sorry for your loss.
That's
Sorry
fine.
for your loss.
Let's just not. We don't want to. You don't want to use that type of language here on this panel.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I'm glad that generation is gone. I took no credence to it. I said that was them, and I'm glad that my generation. At least I thought. What did I know? What did I know?
It's all good. Wonder Woman, you're doing good things out here, Wonder Woman. You're doing good things. I can tell.
I tried. I still have, the opinion. I take each person to themselves. You can have a good person, you have a bad person, you have a person that's an idiot.
Yeah, you're right about that Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman in the house, guys. Good job.
So, I loved my dad, I loved my
yourself.
uncle, but they had their moments.
Resistance. Unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself. Even if the host mutes you, you can still unmute yourself, dude.
No, I know. I actually mute myself, so because I have a cat that's been known to jump on me and I'll scream. So that's why I mute myself.
Well, I muted him because he was talking to someone else, and he wasn't really paying. And someone else was talking.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I definitely.
You were talking. You were talking, and he was talking. You kept saying, "Oh my God, you're getting upset that you were getting interrupted."
Oh, I forgot. Okay. Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. What Resistance did is it's not illegal, man. I think, people look, domestic violence is not good for anybody. I get it, all right? I just wish I don't know, maybe domestic I ain't gonna talk about it. Because I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna piss off a lot of people. So I'm not gonna say it, man. But the whole point is there are good men out here. There are good men that are out here that would love you women for you. All right, and that would take good care of you and would never in their life put their hands on you. All right. So find you a good man, guys. Find you a good man that really cares about you. All right. That's how you do that. That minimizes domestic violence. That minimizes domestic. Find you a good
That's
man.
the one thing I won't play with. If a person has a temper, I'm out of there in a heartbeat. Because my dad had a temper, my brother had a temper, and it got to a point where I was just out of my family for about 8 years, and it screwed up my whole family dynamic to this very day.
Oh, trying to get in the chat real quick, see the comments.
But
Okay.
So I learned I don't play that game.
That's
So when I
good.
have somebody, with a temper, I just leave it totally alone.
That's good. Yeah,
But with the Frauditor stuff, my thing is just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should or you have to.
Did you say Frauditor?
Yeah, Frauditor. That's what it's referred to on YouTube. So
it's referred to as Frauditor or Auditor?
Frauditor. That's what it's called all over the internet.
No, it's not. Don't believe that BS. Some people just don't like what we do. It's not Frauditor. It's Auditor.
No, that's not true. There are some frauditors out there, and
there are, but
they're even auditors.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Okay. I will back off of that. Okay. The auditing that goes on out there, a lot of people that we pick on in the community, I don't have any content up there, so I don't pick on anybody. But some of them go out there with an attitude right straight off the bat. They are looking to provoke instantly. And that's not good. And just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Remember manners, remember place, remember situation. That's what I was always taught growing up. And now that, as of June, I lost my mom. She was the last person in that generation. My generation is now the senior generation. So we now carry setting the example.
Yeah, Kitty, look. So who's winning the tournament now? Who's winning the tournament?
It's right here on the screen. Omaha, you're losing right now.
Thank God.
It's not over yet.
Thank
Hey,
God.
You know what? After today. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to vote, it's the link is pinned to the top. This is the finals of the Frauditor of the year for 2021. We have one half is right here in chat, Omaha Cop Block, and the other is Furry Potato. So vote for whoever you think is the bigger Frauditor. Furry Potato
I
or
didn't
Omaha?
vote because until today I didn't know about any guys. I really wasn't following anybody. Today I subscribed to a lot of guys.
Okay.
I subscribed to Omaha. I subscribe to Furry Potato because I don't want to have an opinion about somebody I've never observed.
Good point. That's fair.
So I will be looking forward to looking in on your and giving a fair, objective opinion in the next go around of voting.
But Omaha, you will be happy to know that you are still winning on the best rage quit from a panel. You're hands down probably going to win that one.
I'd rather have that than Frauditor, bro. So Furry Potato can have it. And he don't really text me like that, man.
I apologize for calling it out as that. I'm so sorry.
He doesn't really. I don't think he likes me, man. I don't know why he doesn't like me, man. I try to text him a couple of times.
That has something to do with the fact that you call Furry a him.
Oh. I mean, that's just the way I look at it, bro. I'm sorry.
I get it. I get what you're saying, but I mean, I'm just pointing out maybe that might have something to do with it.
I respect the work, all right, of what that I'm gonna say that auditor does. I respect the work that the auditor does, and I would love to work with the auditor. That's better because I'm not gonna say him or her because people get mad. So
hey, look,
on both sides of the table.
Hey, look, Omaha,
I want to do a channel, but I'm afraid of doing the video editing because I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't done it yet.
You gotta do a panel. Go ahead, get you a panel going. It's not hard. Don't worry about the comment section. The comment section is toxic anyway. They don't like anybody.
Well, no, I haven't physically done video editing yet. I mean, I have some ideas for content, but I've never done video editing in my life. I've lived a life of doing computer repair work, so creativity is not my forte.
Well, maybe you need to be an auditor.
Yeah, not my thing.
Come on, you got this. You got this.
Yeah, no, not my thing.
So are you still cool with News New England?
News New England?
Victim New England?
Oh, News New England? Oh yeah, sure. I don't talk to a lot of people no more anyway. I've cut off a lot of people, dude. I just realized, and the reason why, and I had to look at
Organize. I will bring up the other one.
You know, being in jail and then going to jail and stuff like that for people. You know, I had to cut people off.
You know what I find interesting is where do people get money for the attorney fees and the fines?
People donate. You save your money. You know what? You call it whatever you want. When I'd rather ask for money than take. Is that better? Do you want me to steal it? Do you want me to steal money?
I'd rather you get a job and earn it.
Well, I do have a job though, and I do earn money. I just don't earn enough. And unfortunately, not everybody can be successful like some of you guys on here. All right, I'm not rich.
I'm far from successful. I'm living off my brother's dime at the moment because I can't get a job.
It ends next week, Golden Eyes.
Well, here's the thing, too. I'm going to go to college to become an electrical mechanical maintenance man. So I'm going to get a trade skill, get some welding in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to go get some trade skills so I can make $19 an hour. And then I don't have to e-bag no more. And then
I'm going to computer school myself right now.
And then when you guys want me to do something, I'm going to ignore you. Like, fuck you. That's exactly what I want to do. oh, you should take it to trial. You should no.
When
Fuck
something breaks,
you.
we'll call
No.
you.
Hey, you come to my house. You won't leave.
Hey, buddy.
All right, so here we go.
Hey,
we're
buddy.
gonna take a look at the other. So for the Frauditor
I'm
groupie,
not your buddy.
it is Shelly. Shelly is leading right now for Frauditor groupie, and then for most
What
notorious
channel
police
does she
interaction,
have?
she has she does live streams.
Oh,
Most
okay.
notorious police interaction, you Omaha Cop Block.
I do.
Most annoying voice, Auditing America.
I do.
Best rage quit on a panel, Omaha by a lot, as you see, 51.8% of the vote.
That's good. That's good.
Best panel guest, NJ Diver, got rest in peace.
He died?
Yeah.
What happened?
Really?
Yeah.
What happened? And what was his channel?
He didn't have
Wait,
a channel.
hold on. So did the guy really die, dude, or you just joking?
Yes, he really died.
How he died?
Yes. We don't joke. I don't joke around about death. That's not something you joke about. You don't joke around about.
Well, how did he die though?
He stopped living.
I'm not sure.
That sucks, dude. That's not.
Hey, Kenny, can you hear me now?
Yeah. All right, so
Kenny,
hold on.
better.
Yes, hold on, Taser. Hold on. So worst panel guest, no name. YouTube panel whore, Joe Cole, naturally.
That's it.
Best panel host, so far I'm leading, then Matt's okay. Then worst panel host, News New England.
I'm the best panel host.
Worst audit of the year, Audit USA's racial tirade. Funniest guest, Taco Josh.
Omaha.
Funniest chat troll, Taze. You're winning this one for funniest chat troll.
Who's the biggest homophobic?
We didn't have that one.
Taze. He just made a comment about. He just made a comment to Omaha and said something very homophobic that he always does. He always says homophobic. You need to check your boy Kenny because he kind of flaky. Every joke he say is homosexual.
Yeah.
Who is Auditor? Catnap with that. So there we go.
Yeah, that's homophobic kind of, man.
The best auditor of the year, Omaha. Appreciate
Oh,
it.
it's Joe Cole.
That's
so
fucking bullshit, bro. You didn't even put my name on it. That's the problem.
Not for best auditor. You were best frauditor.
Fuck you, man. I want to be best auditor, dude. You got to put my name on it. I probably would have won, dude.
After this live, no, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have got one vote. I guarantee you.
Because they don't like.
Well, unless you got people to come vote for you, then you probably would have got a vote. But if you wouldn't have done that, you probably wouldn't have got one vote.
I would have won. I'd have had my people come over.
Hey,
Let's ask chat. If Omaha would have been on the best auditor, would you have voted for Omaha? Give me a 1 if you would have voted for Omaha.
Oh, hell
if he
no.
was in the best auditor category.
Hell no.
Hank, what do you think? Would you have voted for Omaha if he was in the best auditor category?
Not even close.
Wonder Woman, would you have?
Hey, Russ
I
Dolan,
haven't watched his.
Just so you know,
so I
I
haven't
don't.
seen his videos.
Resistance, what about you? Would you have voted for him?
I don't.
Auditor category?
Would I vote for Omaha as the best auditor ever?
Yeah.
No.
That's bullshit, bro. I would have voted for you.
Bro, no, listen, bro. I ain't voting for no. Listen, I got a motto. I don't talk about auditors, and I don't side with auditors. Collectively, I deal with them all. Well, I don't deal with them, but I root for them all because they do the same thing I do.
You right about that?
Yeah.
So like, don't say I'm sorry if you was offended by that. It wasn't. That's nothing, Omar. I just gave you some words earlier that was straight from my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Omaha.
Who which outlet for best auditor?
Real quick, Golden. Yeah,
Omaha.
The polls are still open. The one for the finals is pinned at the top. And if you want to do for the one I just shown, go into my community tab, and the link is posted there.
Hey Kenny, I put a video up there. I linked to a video if you still had time.
Well, we can do that. I'm I'm probably going to end this here pretty soon, but we can do that another time.
Holy shit! I just realized something. My screen is frozen. I didn't see nothing that you just presented, bro. It still says live at 3 hours 23 minutes. And
Racism,
Yeah,
racism,
you're really
racism,
Yeah, so
racism. That's why.
Golden Eyes, if you go into my community tab, check out one of the posts. It has both links, so you'll be able to see both links. Both
I didn't even see you, dude. That's crazy. Streamlabs messing up. Frozen. Hey, can you hear me?
So I'm going to end this, but I'm going to get everyone a chance to say something. What I want everyone to talk about before, while saying whatever you want to say while you sign off is, do you have any New Year's resolutions, any goals, and what can we expect from you, even if you don't have a channel, just as a person for 2021? Carl, we'll start with you.
Let's see. New Year's, survive till next year. And,
all right.
And finally, Omaha and shame, the resistance is gone.
Still on my screen.
You suck. Of course, you know that. Everybody else, I love you, and really bites, and so do I.
All right, Hank.
So you don't love me? So you don't love me?
Hold on, everyone's gonna get a chance here. Hank, go ahead.
Hey, once again, thanks for having me up. I do apologize to you for losing my temper there for a bit, but
oh, good. Everyone did today.
And hopefully you got that link I sent you last week, and hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yes. All right, Wonder Woman.
Okay. First off, hope to get my apartment cleaned up finally. Second off, looking forward to completing computer school and getting a job. And hopefully to finally get a channel going and learning video editing.
Omaha.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, well, that dude said he don't love me, so I guess I'm hated. But my New Year resolution is just to beat the case and go to college and really just take a break from auditing and just in general, man. I'm just relaxing, bro.
Auditing.
Fair enough.
Fuck you.
Case.
Good luck with college, Omaha.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, my resolution is to help Omaha come to terms with his homosexuality. Dude, you're gay as hell.
He might be. He might be a homosexual, but hey, it's your right to be gay, man. If it's okay.
Yeah, I got too many kids for that to be.
Yeah, but you can be bisexual, bro. You can like both.
I could be, but really, I'm really not that way.
It's all good, man. I understand. You might have a crush. It's all good, man. But I don't float that way. So that's all good, bud. I appreciate your time.
Dude, you really are. Dude, you really, you really are.
I'm grown.
All right, guys. So I want to thank everyone for joining me. Thank you, Carl.
What about Wonder Woman? What about Wonder Woman?
Omaha, Case. Thank you, everyone. My New Year's resolution, I just want to be able to get more content, better content to you guys. Do more live streams and just live life, That's what I plan to do. Thank you, everyone who's in chat. Resistance, Simon, Adam, Sasquatch, Baker, Golden, everyone, thank you for joining. And I should have a new video for you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again on another video.
Take care, guys. Happy New Year to y'all.
I can't believe you two took that raving lunatic seriously. What do you think this is?